busy earlier on today because some of the prices I think are a little bit yeah, cheeky freedom on summer prices, and they were so busy. We have got a fabulous selection. Pink Pig are just good quality pads. I love them because for art journaling they're absolutely amazing. They'll take loads of stuff, they're heavyweight paper, and I love all the different sizes that you've got as well, because it's really something for absolutely everybody, and it's a really good way of getting out your comfort zone as well, especially when you're looking at the big ones. Now, we're going to start with these. Now, you're getting two. It's a pick and mix, so it's whichever colour you're choosing. Obviously, you're choosing the colour of the actual covers. I'm terrible. I never care about that because for me, it's all about decorating the inside. On the inside, it's 270 GSM, so it's really good paper on the inside, which means you can use it for all sorts. You know, you can use it for your watercolouring, you can use it for your stamping and everything. Really good quality. Now, you're getting two of these, £18.99. I am going to point out, though, so that's 481121. I am going to point out, though. So the next option that we've got, so that's £18.99. The next option, you can get a pad, but it should be £19.95. It shouldn't. It should be 15 quid. But it's £9.95. However, it's got a cheeky freedom on this. Oh, way. Cheeky freedom, which means £8.46. Which means two of these is only like £16-17, so it's actually a cheaper way of buying it. So if you want to, £16.92. See, way cheaper way of buying. And you can still get flexi because we're in Flextravaganza. So it means you can get a flexi. That is the best way of going for it. So if you do want to, it's the best way. And you've got a choice. You've got either the white or the black. Now, in the last hour, the black was so busy, and I requested these specifically. They actually sold out twice, so now we're on extended, so it's going out on the 18th of January. Okay, the reason being, I wanted these because, look how good your papers look. Obviously, we are used to Graphic 45 being on black, aren't we? Because it really makes everything pop. So if you are using these for your papers, they look absolutely phenomenal. However, if you are using these for your artwork, if you are using these, for instance, look at that. That's a piece of artwork that was done separately. Put it in your paper, put it in your pad. As soon as you put it in there, it absolutely makes it pop. It looks brilliant, which looks phenomenal. Where's my other one? And I did another one in the last hour. Bear with. Oh, I can't find it. I did start one in the last one, and I don't know where I've put it. I mean, just hold your horses. Bear with. How can I not? Oh, there it is. So this is the one I started last hour. And that is literally just two bits of like background papers that I've been doing. Put them in here. And honestly, because you're putting them on a black background, it's such a good way of showcasing your work. So if you don't want to use them for cards, if you want to use them for your art journals, this is the way. Then obviously the paper's beautiful for doodling on, because it's smooth but a nice weight. Now, these were so busy. You've got a choice. You've got either black or white. I would highly recommend you get one of black ones because they do make such a good surface for you. Only £8.46, and it's up to you. You don't have to get two of them. You can literally just get one at that price. Freedom members, you're not even paying postage. £8.46, and you're not paying any postage. It is phenomenal. 844-030 is your item number. Remember, that did sell out, so it's on extended, which means it's going out on the 18th. Everything else that you get, that's on extended as well, isn't it? Everything else, or is it not? No, it isn't. No! Unless it's sold out in the last hour, everything else is on immediate. So it's just the black ones on extended. Right, next. Now, it's funny actually because normally it's these little ones that are the busiest, which is quite funny because now it's like the big ones are the biggest, but normally it's these, and this is again a really good deal. You've got 8 of your books for just £16.99, and these are so nice to work with. Again, it is that 270 GSM, so lovely weight of paper. We'll display them like this, I think. Let's display them like this. Oh, Beyonce's in my head today, which is amazing. See, look at that now. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful. I mean, I might try and display them a different way every time. I didn't used to work that. I did used to work in a local supermarket though, and displaying beans on shelves was one of my many skills. No, you won't. It was one of the little local ones, because it were Paze, eh? No. It's a 4-letter word. Nope. It rhymes with... I can't think of anything. No.
Lisa.
Yes! Boom. Nissa. Yep. I used to work at the local Nissa. I used to work... Yeah, everything I thought of were a bit rude. I used to work there at the same time as working in a solicitor's office, which was... It was a very weird combination. Very weird combo. I know, right? Oh, for Dickensian novel we were talking. Dickensian nozzle. We didn't sell them. And I did have a lovely time. Right then, so the little pad, you can do loads with this, and obviously with this it's really good because you can use it for other things. It doesn't have to be your art journaling. You might be using this for just lists. It might just be a beautiful little sketchbook that you take out, but I do like obviously cleaning stamps, but I do like extending your page, so one design actually goes over both pages. I really like that. They're really handy. I mean, you might be giving these as gifts, you know, you might be just using these to maybe do your colour swatches for your paints, or when you get new stamps, just testing out your new stamps. Really handy. And at £16.99 it's a fabulous price. 318061 for extravaganza, which means you can pop them in a flex basket as well. Now, next we have got, now these were seriously busy as well in the last hour. Yes, they were, Miss Charlotte, because what you've got here, again, they're all spiral bound as well, which is brilliant because it opens up flat, which means when you're working, you don't have to, you know, sort of squidge them down. You can take the pages out while you're working as well, if you so desire. I never do, because I can't be bothered. Now, it's really nice heavyweight cardstock in it, and this is all cardstock, but again, black cardstock. You're getting 3 of these. Now, again, the reason is because, let me have a little look, see, where's my black book? Oh, have I put my black book down there? Oh, it don't matter, I've got loads. Have a little look, see, yeah, these are A5. There we go. So, again, loads you can do with these. And I was saying in the first hour, you start looking through at your work. You know, you start looking through and thinking, oh my word, I remember that. Oof, what were I doing there? Oh, gosh, that's a nice technique. They're really, really cool for sort of reminiscing. They're brilliant for obviously doing techniques. So this is one where I've been doing different techniques for workshops, actually. Obviously, you can use all sorts in them. What I've done with a lot of these, done the work and then stuck it in the book, and I love that because it really makes it pop. And there's so many different ways that you can use these. Really, really like those. Please check your baskets out with us. That one is actually nearly full, I do believe. I should work with this one, shouldn't I, today? But look how good, see, look how good your work looks in that. They're just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Now, you've got 3 of these for £11.66 if you're a Freedom member, no postage. Again, that is such a good price. What does that work out per book? 4,812. It's about £4, isn't it? It's just under £3.88. See, for a book. Now, that is such a good price. That is such a bargain with no postage. I would definitely check your baskets out there. That is a bargain. Now, this is unextended because they were very busy in the last hour. They're going out from the 11th. It is worth the wait because that is a bargain. 71080. No, it isn't. 710580 is your item number. I just say numbers. And now, the other one, which is hidden behind it. Now, this is kind of the white version, but with this one, you've got your grey board cover. That is the only difference, apart from, obviously, you've got the white paper in there as well. Now, Again, lovely heavyweight paper. Joe wanted the grey board covers because Joe spends a lot of time decorating covers. I don't really, Miss Channon, who normally brings us Pink Pig. I don't normally spend much time doing covers. I kind of forget because I got obsessed with inside. But the covers, this will take loads of decoration. And of course, as usual, inside is going to look amazing. Then, I mean, you can use it for all sorts. That is good old power text on the front there, and obviously it handles power text like a dream. I mean, look at that cover. That is still really straight. I mean, they are really, really good quality. Then, of course, the white ones, you can do loads with them. I mean, I like that. Good old dribbles. Cleaning stencils, mixing things up. There's so much you can do with them, and it's wonderful because it is like a journey, you know, having a look back at all your old work, mixing and matching it with loads of stuff that you've got in your stash. Now, if you do want these ones, only £11.99, fantastic price. Please do not miss out on these prices. That is 864614, your item number. 3 of those. So again, have a little look, either the white with the thingy cover or of course the black ones. Now, this is a good bundle. So what you get in here, you are getting the big one. So this is the A3. Now this is fabulous. I was showing in the other hour as well. This is really handy to have behind your work. So if you're spritzing, if you're stenciling, it's really handy to have this on your work surface because it catches everything, but then you can turn it into artwork. Only $15.99, but you also get the ivory A5. The cardstock again is really good quality, as it is with all the books. And obviously with that, let's have a look. Is the one I haven't shown yet. With that one, you can do tons of stuff. And I think I was showing this one in the last hour. But have I got any more pages that I haven't shown? Oh, I don't think I showed that page. It's great because you go through and it's like, oh, I remember doing that. Or else, oh, I don't remember doing that. So you've got so much going on with this. The big one I did work with in the last hour, but I will be working with it in this hour as well. So please check your baskets out. Again, look at that price, £15.99. 437191 is your item number. Next. Now, what? Then are we going to do the next? Oh, you know me too well. Now, this one, absolutely gorgeous. And I really like this size because it really allows you to play. You've got that now. It could be portrait, it could be landscape. It's up to you how you use it. What I like about this, because it is really nice and long, it gives you a really good surface area if you're doing like a gorgeous landscape. But it's great for your dribbles. It's also good. And that's what I did on this one. I showed this in the last hour. But I started working with this, but actually creating a different page. So all I did with this one was, let me just find out there, it's just fold the page, but it means you can do like a really clever little page. So if you were doing all your pages like that, you'd be able to get a really different book. And see, you can still extend your pages out again. Which doesn't it look good? I really like that. I think they're brilliant for that if you want to use them like that. But obviously you can still use them as your normal journal pages. And this is one we liked before with the gorgeous dribbles. We like that one, don't we? And that is ridiculously easy as well. I mean, it's just dribbles and then a little bit of stamping. Bob's your uncle. Oh, I might do something like that in this hour because I can. Now, £14.99. Choices, look at it all. So many ways to roll. Now, 2 of those for £14.99. Again, really good quality. I haven't mentioned the covers because I don't really work with the covers, which is funny. I just, because it's all about the insides, isn't it? It's not about the shell. It's all about the inside. That's what we're interested in, not the outside. But however, they are beautiful covers. Handmade paper, so you've got all that texture in there as well. £14.99 is your price. 897197 is your item number. Now, last but by no means least, grey board boards. And with these ones, you get in a right stash. Now, the lovely thing is with your grey board board, you might be using these for decorating. These these are going to sit well on your actual. So, you know, we were talking about decorating the cover. I mean, these will sit quite well on the front of your books as well. So you have got your different sizes. So if you wanted to actually mount layers onto your book, you've got those that will fit beautifully onto your book. So you've got that option with them. Because it's grey board, you're going to be able to hit them with your gesso. You're going to be able to use all sorts on these. So they make a really good base for your artwork. Your sizes, so you've got 20 of your 4x4. You've then got 10 of the A5. You've then got 6 of the 6x6 and then 5 of your 8x8. Really nice and thick board, and obviously tons you can do with that. You can even make your own books with them if you so desire. Now, again, good quality, and if you do want them, only £12.99. That is 518012. Do you know what? We're going to show you picture numbers, but I would like pictures sent in by you. Oh, yes, because obviously I know loads of you have got these books, so I would like photographs sent in by you of some of the gorgeous pages that you've been doing. Right, other goodies, the music has begun. The grey board. Now, with your grey board, obviously with this, you can do tons with this, and it is absolutely lovely quality. It's quite smooth as well for grey board, but this is the kind of thing that you can scratch into it. You know, if you do want to get loads of different techniques going on there. Now, 506764 is your item number, and that's just £10.99 if you'd like to go for that one. Next, we have got our beautiful portrait sketchbooks. Now, with these ones, again, really, really handy. I like that size. A lot of mine are that size. I use the ones, well, I've just used any to be fair, but it's lovely as that one. Ring bound at the side, so they open more like a book. Brilliant. I mean, you might be making planners out of these. You might be whatever. You can use them for absolutely anything, and that's the wonderful thing about these. If you would like to get those, again, brilliant price. You get 5 of them for £15.99. Now, next, we are getting the A3. Now, again, really, really handy. You've got options with this one. So you've got your beautiful sea grey, you've also got your ebony, we've then got for you the hazelnut, which is really nice, I like that colour. We've then got a cheeky bit of burgundy for you, and we've got the turquoise, so loads of turquoise. 394645 is your item number for those. And then we have got the little 4x4. So if you did want these, now these are really, really cute, and you are getting 5 of these. So if you do want to go for your 4x4s, only £11.99. Honestly, such a cracking price. Loads and loads of choice. If there's anything you want, please check your baskets out. Don't miss out on anything. Now, I must admit, have I left it over there? Well, you look at an empty page. No, I'll let you do this. No, I won't, because that's rubbish, isn't it? Look at that. Oh. Now, the 11x11, this is the big one. And do remember with this, look at that, supersize that up. I think the reason this one for me, and this is the one I wanted on, is because of the way it frames your artwork. And that's exactly what I was talking about in the last hour. Paging, you know, needs to be sorted. But it just frames your work beautifully. And that's absolutely why I go for this. This is absolutely flying out the door. Do not miss out on this book. Ridiculous price. It is your choice, and we won't be doing that again. It is your choice. You can go for the black, you can go for the white, you can go for 2 of them, you know, get a black and a white. The choice is yours, but please check your baskets out. £8.46, 1844030. Right, what I'm actually going to do is work on the smaller one in this hour, just because I can. Doesn't that look pretty? I love that. I love that. Look at that. And I was cutting this one up last time as well, which looks really good. This is the A5. Okay, so yes, I started that page, so I'm going to do something relatively similar. Okay, it's sold out again. We have got it on another extended. It's going to be going out on the 18th for you. So, yeah, these have just been so busy today. Right, what I wanted to do was use my stamp, but I just want to have a bit of a play. So, I'm going to stamp and emboss, but I'm actually going to use black. Because I'm working on black, I can use that to actually use my embossing powder. So, and I know this is nice and juicy because I re-inked it not long ago. So, I'm going to do half and half. Half chips, half rice. Oh, it is lovely, isn't it? Yeah, it's lovely. Half rice, half chips. Oh, with curry sauce. Oh, it was good. But I don't think the curry sauces I can have anymore. But chips and rice. Chips and rice is just great with a curry, isn't it? It's just like the best thing in the world. I don't miss egg fried rice. Yeah, I suppose it is. Sorry, folks at home, we're talking about food. No. Now, what I'm doing is, but it's much better. What I'm doing now is just stamping that out. And yeah, I wanted half and half because I just wanted to mix up the shape of it. Oh, missed a bit, but that's okay. It's okay. I don't care. It's my journal, so I can put what I want in here. And if I miss a bit, that's fine. I could go back in and be brave, but I'm not going to. Now, I'm using clear on this one. On the one I did previously, which I'll show you when I was playing, I actually used white embossing powder, which obviously looks amazing on your books. But with this one, I thought I'd use clear just for a bit of a change. So at least my pages, they'll look a little bit different. So pop that away. And all I'm doing in this hour, I wanted to just play and just stick loads of stuff on it so you could see just how good the quality they were. So I'm not aiming at finishing anything. I like saying that because it gives me a really good excuse for not finishing anything. It's like pre-warning it, isn't it? What's the expression? Limit your expectations. That's the expression, innit? Or just limit people's expectations. We're not going to finish this. And then no one will expect you to. Whereas if you say, honestly, it's a life lesson. I've learnt this life lesson a long time ago. Limit people's expectations. Oh, where were your camera? I weren't even looking. What are you doing, William? Are they all over the shop? Oh. It couldn't have been my fault. How could it be my fault? I can't work the cameras. I mean, we could have covered that without mentioning it, possibly. If you're wondering what was going on at home, I have no idea. Right, now look at that. That embossed like an absolute beaut. So you've got that. I mean, that does look lovely. Yeah, we saw it. Woof. Only just. So embosses like an absolute beaut. This is where I bring in the big one. Hold on. Hold your horses. And this is lovely because, see, you start pages. You never finish them. You do. But I love how you can build up a page. This is why you should have one of these on your craft surface. So this is a page I've started already. I'm going to continue on this one. So bobbing that on, first of all. Now, this is why these books are amazing. So stamping and embossing, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Let's bring in our spritzers. So I'm going to go, first of all, with Distress Oxide. Distress Oxide is obviously going to be amazing on this. Because it's black, your Distress Oxide will absolutely pop. I did give that a bit of a shake before. Let's see. Isn't it delicious? Now, let's go in for one of my other colours. So I'm having a cheeky bit of a rummage, trying to find one that's actually got some in them. Okay, so this one's my picked raspberry. I might use two because sometimes this one doesn't work. So just give it a little bit of a shake, hopefully mixing it up. Okay, yeah, that one's a bit of a stickler for being good. So do this one and hope. Oh, yeah, that's better. This one always needs a bit of a slam, so I do apologise. But it's good if you're in a bad mood because you can really slam it. And it works, which is said with quite a lot of passion. And look at that. I mean, I love Distress Oxide on the black. It just looks absolutely amazing. And obviously what you're getting is a resist. So you get the resist from the doodah, from the embossing powder. What I'm also going to do is add a little bit of shine to this as well. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go for one off. That was beautiful in my head. Beautiful. Let it shine. Or something like that. Let it shine. So, giving this a bit of a shake, like this, and then, there we go. See, I wanted to see what this would do with that. Because obviously with this, you can you see the beautiful blue, and it starts coming in. And obviously you get the mixture going on with the Distress Oxide. Add a little bit of water, the water will start making everything move. And it's look at that, where it's embossed, look at the water on there. That looks so good. Doesn't that look fabulous? So where it is on that embossing now, it's just moved beautifully, and it kind of lifts off the embossed line. Now I'm tempted to let that dry on its own, just because the colour is going to look phenomenal. I don't want to blast it, because if I blast it I'll start moving it. So I'm going to let that one dry on its own. Let me just soak up a little bit of the excess here. But I think that's all I'm going to do, just remove that tiny bit. But otherwise I'm going to let that dry on its own, because it has to dry on its own. We can't do anything else with that one. But the colour on that, it actually, I mean, I don't know if I can lift it up and have a look, because the colours look so vivid for me. They do look, he's getting there. Come on, son. Oh, he's there. Look at that. Oh, he's done good. Lad's done good. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I know that's not much of a demonstration. It's embossing and then putting a bit of ink on. But it makes me dead happy. So it's going to handle, okay, it's going to handle embossing perfectly, your background. So this is just catching all the ink, which is perfect, because we'll move on to that in a second. What we'll also do, so that's one of them. Obviously, all your ink's not a problem whatsoever. Let's move on to one of your smaller ones. Now, the smaller ones, it's interesting, because obviously with these, normally these are the ones that are flying out the door, but it is the biggies that have been in the lead this time, to be honest, because of that fabulous price. But these are amazing little pads as well. So what I wanted to do was take in one of my stamps again. So these are my Wednesday stamps, the last ones, and I'm going to take one of the little cups of tea. Oof, my belly's having a grumble then. So that one would be too big, but it's okay, because I can build up my own. So taking this little stamp here, and let's start building it up. Now, when you're stamping in your little old book, if I take this like so, and this is something I really like to do, so I like to start bottom of my page, just here, and then, which looks really pretty, but then start having it so it goes up the page. So, I mean, I could bring on another saucer, because it does look pretty when you have another saucer, but you mask it off. I haven't masked it, so what I'll do a bit of cheeky inking instead. So what I'm doing, I should be masking this, but I'm just cutting corners. I can see where I've inked, so if I do it like that, it hopefully, yeah, I can get away with that, can't it? So it kind of looks like that one is sat inside the other one. That's lazy masking, folks, very lazy masking. But then what I want to do is build up. Now, normally you'd use smaller ink, smaller little blocks for this one. But then you see, you can start bringing your little flowers in. Now, you use smaller blocks because you have to think about where you put in your stamps on your block. I don't take out the pages just for pure laziness, because I can't really be bothered. But you absolutely can if you want to. But look, you've got a lovely stamp there. Then let's bring in the smaller ones. I would normally use smaller blocks, but I wonder if my smaller blocks are in that one. Yes, they are. Happy days. So I've got my smaller blocks there. Oh, something's been leaking. Let's take them out. What are you singing? Eh? Shine. Why? That's beautiful. I thought I kind of recognised it. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. To me. That's a lovely thing in my head. I'm waiting for Webster to join in now. Nope. Oh, has it? So now that one's a bit blurry, but that's okay. I won't do the full page just because of time. And I often wonder, emailing, what do you think when we're churning away to each other? Is it quite nice because we're chatting on? Or do you think, well, I've no idea what you're talking about? I'd love emailing. We'd love to. You see, if you email in, we'll chat to you as well. So it's your fault if we're not chatting to you. That's basically what I'm saying, which is rude, isn't it? Quite frankly, well, if you're not emailing in. Someone's wrong, that's my job. So see, all I'm doing, pattern building as ever. Now, this is why these books are quite fabulous. Because when I just squidge this in here, so I've got my little flowers there, which are really quite pretty, but now I want them to start coming up the next page. So how you do this is you've got, I mean, these stamps are fabulous because the design to pattern build. So obviously you've got loads of teeny little stamps in here that'll allow me to start messing about with my design. So if I pop that there, but then with a little bit of clever stamping, so pull your page right down, get your stamp and ink it up, and then all I'm going to do is bring this in and have it so I'm squidging the stamp round. So it looks like it's sort of going into the page, which you can do. You know, you don't have to take it out of there. And then obviously the other one, so you just bring it down, so look. And that one, if you squeeze there, it kind of looks like it's just creeping up the other page, and I quite like things like that because you're kind of playing around with how it actually looks. And this is, I really like using the books for this. So look, when you come round now, we're on Facebook, darling. Look, Dave and Brick have emailed. Oh, Dave and Briggs said they'd like to spend a bit of time in my head. You wouldn't. They were discussing this on Facebook. Oh, no. Are we live on the Facebook? Oh, we're live on the Facebook. Sorry, everybody. Hello and welcome to everybody on Facebook. How you doing, loves? How you doing? It's all right in there. I think everyone's just getting used to it, aren't they? Things that are happening as opposed to my head. I bet, considering like how everything else is in the world, my head's pretty normal, I think. Who'd have thought Leonie suddenly became quite the normal? Because everything else is more insane. There. Now, I am going to stop doing this in a minute because all I'm doing is playing. But, well, it's nice. I'm having a nice time. So, all we're doing is allowing this. Now, again, you see, this is where that gets in the way. But I'm not bothered about that. See, so it's coming up this page. And now, I really love doing this. And I love doing this. And then, look, see, let's have a big cup of positivity. Boom. That's a good one, isn't it? Let's have some positivity. And you can dunk what can we dunk in our positivity? A digestive. We need something more like, no, you know, like this is positivity. So we need a biscuit that'll, you know, no, like this is a play on the positivity word. See what I mean? Whoo, emailing. Yay, that's a good game. Emailing. So, what is going to be dunked into your positivity 2020? What are you dunking into your positivity? We would love to know. Is it going I can't. I'm not going to dunk that into my tea. And if you dunk that into my tea, mate, you're going to get the cup thrown at you. I'll let everybody else work out what's absolutely not been dunked into me tea. A custard scream. I like that, actually. Yeah, custard scream. Yeah, I can't think of any at the minute. No, rubbish at that game. Okay, I should leave it here, really. But so you can see how this works. Now, obviously, adding a little bit of colour to that. You can colour in, blah, blah, blah. But I can't think of anything at the minute, which is just poor, isn't it? Poor do. I'm adding colour with the spritzers just because I really like the spritzers. And something I was babbling on about in the last hour, when you've got this space in your spritzing, if you use your stencils, and I'll just get one of my stencils, if you use your stencils behind it, this is such a cool way of spritzing, because I'm only putting colour on this page, but maximising what I'm doing on that page. So it's just sort of thinking ahead, and it's a really cool way of working, because then you actually get, so I'm hitting the colour there, around that edge, there. So I've got all my little sparkle, and I've got some nice colour going on there, but I'm going to go for some yellow, because that'll be nice. That'll be nice. So give it a bit of a shake. No, I can't think of anything. But I can't think because I'm crafting. See, how cute is that? And then if I move that round, so I've got this, no, it doesn't have to have T at the end. Webster. Hey? Did you hear our Kate? No, it doesn't have to have tea. It has to be something like Katie's custard scream. Because either because her biscuit's screaming, or because she wants to have a scream, so it's a custard scream to dip in her positivity. Or it could be, oh, I can't think of anything. Yeah, we need you to email in. Come on, help us out. Help us out, because Webster's on it. Honestly, I ain't got a clue what's occurring. Oh, have we got one? No. Oh, a chocolate suggestive. Oh, a cheeky chocolate suggestive. That sounds a little bit naughty, doesn't it? Chocolate, or am I saying, I'm making that, and there's no naughty about that, Leona, it's just your head. That's what we're after, though. Do you get it, Webster? Oh, he's got it, he gets it, but he's not playing. See, now, rich me up. See, I love this. And then you spend time colouring that in. Obviously, our background, you've got that beautiful background building up. And the thing is with this, even if you don't like the background, it doesn't matter. Because obviously, this is just something that you're going to work in progress. I really like that. Shall we do a little recap? I mean, obviously, there's a lot of colouring in going to go on there, but how pretty is that? A nice biscuit, yay! It's needs nice once or twice, but no, I like that. Yeah, positivity. We're having a nice biscuit. We like that. Thank you, Pippa. You understand where it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a difficult one. Anyway, check the website out. Can I have a little drink of water while we look at the website and listen to this lovely tune? Sorry, the mic. Sorry, I was seeing how long I could get away with the lift music. And we've had another positivity one. Are you turning tunes off? Go on, what's the positivity? Go on. Do you know what? They put the tunes on in the last hour, 10 minutes before going live, and it just were on loop. I could only manage like 10 seconds of it, and I was like, oh, you need to turn that off, please. Anyway, go on. I don't know what you're dunking in your cup of tea. Who sent that one in? Tom? Tom's dunking some ginger nuts in his positivity. Well, Tom, if that's what makes you happy, I must admit, our Webster's sticking in his hobnob. So, we've got hobnobs and ginger nuts so far going in our tea. I mean, I don't know about that. Hobnobs and ginger nuts. I might put in me, no, I nearly came up with a different word for a jammy dodger. But anyway, it kind of fit the whole thing. Anyway, moving on. that were actually, I thought of something that rhymed then. It never happens. Okay, so back to business. So we have got the fabulous, almost over 12, but not quite, because they're 11 by 11. And these are fantastic. Really, really good, eh? Really, really good quality. The paper's amazing. Obviously, these are, there's something that I work with all the time, and I love them because you can do so much with them. These are the white ones. Obviously, the next bundle that we're going to show you can get them separate, and that's where you can get the really, really good price. But whatever you do with them, that is using your spray paints. So they're fantastic for your spray paints. That's cleaning stencils. And I mean, already that's, you know, it's a piece on its own, isn't it? And its own right. That's using spray paints as well. I mean, it's so cool with your spray paints. It looks absolutely amazing. With your really big stencil, absolutely. I was well chuffed with those. And the paint, I mean, I love spray paints anyway. I really like looking through them. Is this a clean one? Ooh, a clean one. So, if you do want this, have I got another one? Let me see. Oh, yeah, that was one I started earlier on today. So that one's just playing. I haven't really got any finished products in that one yet, apart from that. And that, you see, now that's got so much on it. I mean, that is the page now doesn't even feel like paper. It's really nice and thick, but it's just got layers and layers, and it absolutely handles it. It handles that texture. It handles all the different layers. Really cool. Now, if you do want to go for these, the choice is yours which two you want to go for. So you've got your beautiful, your turquoise there. You've got your amber, you've got the black there, and then you've got the white. Now, obviously, £18.99, 481121. However, the next one has been the busiest, definitely, by far. This one has got the extended going out on the 18th. The choice is yours, so you can either go for the one with the white paper in it, which of course fantastic quality, or the black paper. Personally, I'd be having one of each at that price. There's no doubt about it, because it is such a bargain, and they're beautiful. And think what you want to do with yours. If you are using them with your decorative papers, so maybe you are making a memory book out of these, then this is, ooh, that's a funny one, isn't it? My camera's having a flash. So look, I mean, you can create some amazing pockets as well. Because look, you've got this. Because you've got the size of these, you can create some really cool little pockets. And that one, look, that one's got a magnet as well, which I'm rather chuffed with. Love it, absolutely love this. So please use your decorative papers with these as well, because it makes fantastic books. Now, again, that price is ridiculous. You are getting one of these massive pads for £8.46 if you're a Freedom member. Freedom members don't pay any postage either. Such a deal. That is 844030, your item number. Now, next, this is exactly the ones I was just working on, and honestly, these are really lovely. Whether they are going to be a little sketchbook, whether they're going to be a little book for in your handbag, really nice quality paper, yet again, that allow you to do loads of different stuff. And like I was saying, I really like doing the sort of the long pages, a double page spread. because I think they look really, really cool. And actually, I think this one, see this one, the paper I was using in there is lighter than the one in here. This is the proper 270 GSM. Mine's a bit lighter in mine, but it still handles it. But yours will be even better. And yeah, they're really, really handy, these. Definitely recommend these. Brilliant for gift ideas. Brilliant if you are stamping those up and giving them out as presents. But yeah, great for your sketchbooks. Only £16.99. 318061 is your item number. Next. Now, this has been cracking as well, really, really busy. You're getting 3 of your black cardstock pads, again for only £12.95. Really good prices. You might be using it landscape, you might be using it portrait, but they're just such a nice size of pad. They're nice size of pad because they're not a scary size. Sometimes when you get your pads, and it is like, oh my gosh, where do I even start? So it's really nice having something that, you know, that is a non-scary pad. And I like this one because this is such an old pad, because these are Carabelle days. And I mean, that's been ages off. And I tell you what, I like using scraps as well. Obviously one I didn't finish there, but absolutely beautiful. And there's so much you can put on this, like that one. Look at that, that's your proper fibre paste. And I mean, that is super, super thick, but it's not, I mean, it's not bent it. It's a really, really good quality. Now, your black, if you want to go for the black ones, you're getting 3 black ones. Again, look at your price. £12.95, but you had that cheeky freedom on this, which means your Freedom members are going to get £11.66 for 3 of these. Definitely go for that. I love that page. I really love that page. I don't even remember doing that. See, that's the lovely thing about these. Remember, you have got the white ones as well to choose from. There's so much choice. Check out the website, hochanda.com. That's where you can see absolutely everything. Dinky, dinky, dink. And obviously, with everything that we've got on today's show, fantastic prices. Don't miss out on any of the books. They're really good quality. The deals are phenomenal, and we have got so many people coming Freedom members in this hour, making the most out of those prices. If you want to join Freedom, it's really, really easy. It is, I can't remember, is it it's £5.97, and is it all the, no, it's not all the 6s, is it? That's all the 8s, wrong numbers. 88888, only £5.97. That's for the month. Have a look, it's at the end of the website. That's for a month. It will roll over unless you stop it, so that choice is yours, but you don't pay postage on any of your orders. It's absolutely the way to shop, so please don't miss out on that one. Obviously, if you do want to email in and say hello, it is studio@hochanda.com. It isn't. It isn't that. Don't email that. I don't know where your emails will go. You might. I've crossed my legs too. If you email that, you might get some very unfortunate replies. And those replies will probably come through monthly. However you try to stop them. Studio@hochanda.com. Anyway, moving on. Now then, let's play. It's all that stuff we're dunking in our tea. Oh, that's how we are. Oh, all that hot tea. So, you know what we were on about dribbles? That's where I'm going. I'm going to dribbles. I know, what a weird show. So, I'm going to take some inks. Now, I must admit, I do love these inks. We haven't got them anymore, rude. But I still love them. So, I'm taking the gorgeous inks. And you could use anything, but I'm using these because they're quick and they're easy and they make an impact. So, this is such a good pad. So, this is a really long one. I have also got, at the bottom, I've got the really long one here and the really big one here. So, I've got a real concoction. Obviously, this is fantastic because it captures everything. Right, I tell you what to do with this, right? Because you've got here, you've got, you know, you're going to get your sort of the wet stuff because we're doing spritzing and everything. So why not mix it up, okay? Why not put, why not put some... Now these are from your Lindy Stamp Gang, and with these ones, your colours will just explode. So I'm going to pop these on here like this because I know because I know that I'm going to be spritzing on here and I'm going to be getting lots of water. So it means the colours on this are just going to pop. Okay. I mean, it might turn into a muddy mess. I don't really know. But it's okay. I've only got 4 minutes. I've only got 7 minutes. All right, 4.5. Oh, it's okay. I can dribble quick. So, let's just go for it. So just pop in at the top here. And I'm doing it the wrong way around for me, just so you can see. But see, straight away, dribbles. I love dribbles. So we got that gorgeous green. Oh, yeah, but they're not drops, are they? The dribbles, I suppose they are drops, aren't they? Are they not dribbles? Are they drops? I don't know. I mean, it could look quite horror film if I just did red, but I've not. I've gone for colour. And then let's put a purple in there as well. I love doing this. I just love seeing what's going to happen. So I'll do that first of all. This is why you've got your big pad at the bottom, because it's catching all the colour, and that'll become its own kind of magic. And then get your water on it. So from the top, and look at that. Have you seen that from the top? Look at the colours just explode. Oh, doesn't that make you happy? I love doing this. And then, so you allow all the colours to start merging, then do it again near the bottom. So near the bottom, you spritz again, because otherwise it's just sort of a long run of colour. But if you spritz it, then I love it, because your colours just sort of explode. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? And this pad, that size, is so good for that, because you get such a long run of gorgeous colour, which looks, oh, I love that. That makes me proper happy. See, I could just do that forever, just literally dribble colour. It looks fabulous. But then at the bottom, so at the bottom, of course, you've got all this colour. So let that one dry, but then back on here, this is where you've got everything else. So you've got your colour, and you've also got the beautiful powders on this. So again, when you spritz on here, just add your water. This is where all sorts is going to move and all starts merging in. If you then take a stamp, and I haven't got much time, and I have to find my stamp. There it is. So then take a stamp. These were the stamps that I had on earlier today from Marianne Designs, so they're probably still on the website. So whilst your ink is still wet, and this is why it's so cool having such a big surface area to work on, because what you can do is stick your stamp on there, and while the ink is still wet, you pop your stamp in and then start moving it. So what you're literally doing is dragging the ink across. So you're going to use the ink that you've got on there. So you start stamping with the ink that's on that base, and that looks really, really cool. Obviously, because this has got your paper on the other side, I'll clean my stamp on the other side of the page, which looks amazing as well. So move that one and then go on to the other side. Get my other stamp. Minute 20. That flew, didn't it? We didn't get too many emails in about what you're sticking in your tea, which is probably quite a good idea job, really. I don't know if we can say it, but it was the one that rhymes with a jammy dodger, which is on Facebook. Yeah, is that what I was thinking as well? Did I say more mine a jammy? But yeah, we're all on the same page, aren't we, tonight? We're all on the same page. What are you saying, Webster? Are we all filthy? Is that... He can't think of any biscuits. He's just dumping in a big wafer. What biscuits are there? Blue Ribbon. Do you remember Blue Ribbon? Anyway, we've only got 30 seconds left. Now, that isn't even a finished page, but I adore that. I love the movement. I love the colour that you've got going on in there. Obviously, you've got the stamped impression, which is just gorgeous. When you think about it, that is the scraps. Again, this is so cool for scraps. Anyway, that's it. Check out your baskets. I'm back really early tomorrow, 7 a.m. with Happy Planner. So make sure you tune in then. Good night. God bless. Oh, yeah, it's still me. Coming up next, it's your Chocolate Baroque 4th anniversary. We've then got Creative Cross Stitch and then another chance to get Chocolate Baroque. See you tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team here on Hochanda, for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, I'm Matthew Palmer, a professional artist with the SAA, the UK's largest and friendliest art community. The SAA exists to inform, encourage and inspire all who want to paint, and that's exactly what you'll learn to do with me as your teacher. As a self-taught artist of 30 years ago, I know the challenges of a white piece of paper and learning how to paint. But with me, Hochanda and the SAA, I'll show you how easy watercolour painting really is. I'm here on Hochanda because I want to show you my watercolour painting techniques, and I want to get you over that white paper fear and get you started and develop your watercolour painting. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced artist, I've got some fantastic watercolour techniques that will get you started and take you even further on your watercolour journey. So join me, Matthew Palmer, for my shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Nikki Hassan. I've been working with Heartfelt Creations for about 9 years now. Heartfelt Creations as a company launched the company back in 1994. They have been in the industry for a very, very long time. They are crafters, so they know what you crafters want, and they listen to us crafters too. Their products range from stamps that coordinate with dies that then coordinate with a paper pad. But then we also have storage folders, we have decorative dies, we have colouring daubers, we have Insta albums. One of the products that really make Heartfelt unique are their flower shaping moulds, where you can make easy, quick, three-dimensional flowers, which are absolutely stunning. So I hope you can join Heartfelt Creations here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Donna and this is my brother Simon, and we're Pearlywinks Craft Supplies. We've been crafting since we were very young. My mum got us into crafting and we've been loving it ever since.
We have a good selection of inks. We started with our Winks, which are just a water-based ink, and then went on to the pearls. We've added some chalks, we've got some glitter sprays, and then we've added some beautiful stamps to complement the inks.
We've got a fantastic design team who help us with all our designs for the stamps, and we've got a great range of inks which we manufacture ourselves here in the UK.
Our pearl sprays and our pearly inks are loaded with mica, so they give you amazing results on your projects.
We hope that our products bring you as much fun, creativity and inspiration as they do to us. We love all of our products and we hope you do too. So make sure you don't miss our shows on Hochanda.
A very good evening to you. This is the second hour of our one-day special. Of course, it's Chocolate Baroque, but not only that, it's the 4th anniversary. It's an amazing event. It really, really is. We've got balloons. Look, we've got a wonderful prize for you as well. I'm going to talk you through this, and we're going to have a really good look at this as well. Because, of course, if you purchase the one-day special, you're going to be entered into a free prize draw. We will announce the winner tomorrow during the final call, but can I tell you what this is worth? This is a whopping total of £537.79. We are going to be accurate right to that very penny, aren't we? Let's have a look at everything you get in it. It is huge. It seriously is huge. So many of you are already in that prize draw because we've sold so much of the one-day special. But let me have a look at these stamps first of all. But before we do that, it's not a Chocolate Baroque show, is it, without a guest? Of course she's here. It's the lady herself. It's the wonderful Leslie Wharton.
Yes, hi. Thank you all to you who bought in the first show. Absolutely magnificent. You know, your support is really, really, yeah. And as Catherine says, there's all that.
There is all that. Oh, shall we go through it, Leslie?
Yes.
Shall we do it? Let's tell you about the stamps first of all, because when it comes to the stamps, you can choose the designs that you like. You just go to Chocolate Baroque website, you can have a look at the different designs, and you'll be choosing 20 sets. Now, these break down into 5 A4 stamp sets, 5 A5, 5 A6, and 5 DL. So what we've got here... Oh, Leslie's got a hand up as well.
But it's the only way I can attract your attention because we're on the other side of the studio, so I've got to put my hand up. Who's going to speak this?
You have permission to speak, Leslie.
Thank you. There's over £300 worth of stamps alone.
Wow. Wow.
If you were to purchase all those as they are from the website, unmounted, there's over £300 worth of stamps.
That is incredible. It really is. You can choose the designs that you're seeing here, but these are just a representation as to what you can actually choose. And these will be made specifically for you as well by David and, of course, Leslie, because they, you know, it's an in-house business, this. It's a small business, but we love to see them here at Hochanda. What else are we getting, though? It's more than the stamps. I do have to refer to my little list. I say little. It's going to go on for quite some time, this one. So you've got all those rubber stamps there. You've also got the watercolour palette set as well, 24 different colours in there. I'm trying to keep an eye on our monitor as well because I'm trying to match up some of the things as we're seeing them. But do you know what? I'll just read through it. We've got a trio water pot for you. Watch out, Leslie uses hers. A 2-inch roller, a 4-inch roller. You've got the Pebeo flat brushes, assorted sizes, beautiful quality there as well. We also have your Deco Art acrylic paints. Leslie was using those in the earlier demonstrations. You can catch those on Rewind. You've got the Deco Art liquid glass medium. We've got the one-step crackle medium. We've got the thick gloss glaze medium. We've got the pouring medium, which is huge. We've also got ink pads for you, the dewdrop ones. There's 2 different variations here, so different colours. You've got the Harvest and you've got the flower pot set. You've got the Klingeling. Now, this is the mounting material that you're going to put onto those rubber stamps. And I know Leslie is making sure you've got more than enough to mount all of those stamps there as well. I can see she's nodding her head. That's definitely right. And you've also got the masking tissue, a pack of 3 sheets. You've also got tab storage sheets. Now, you are getting 3 packs of those, and there are 4 sheets in each pack, so that's 12.
24 sides, because you can...
Yeah, double side, yes, 24 sides to work with there. Amazing. We've got wooden plaques and door signs. We've got MDF for you as well in different sizes, postcard, DL, square and circle. We've got A4 cardstock for you as well, including black, craft. You've got the drawing cartridge in there and your white as well. You're getting 300 GSM ice gold cardstock as well, with that beautiful shimmer in there. You're getting textured A4 A4 art card. We're looking at the card stock there, and we're also getting, and this is important, your eco-friendly biodegradable glitter.
2 different sorts as
Two
well.
different sorts, 2 different colours as well. All of that. And all you have to do is buy the one-day special and you will be automatically entered. The winner will be announced at the end of the 4 p.m. show tomorrow, so that's final call. I think we're having a cut-off about 4:30. Entries close at 4:30 and the winner will be announced before the end of that call. Now, just a reminder again, and we will keep reminding you this, you do need to purchase the one-day special. It's not on any purchase, but on the one-day special. But when you see it, if you've not seen it already, wow. You will be blown away. Let's go over to the website because, of course, that's where we're going to see everything. And, of course, it is a special event as well. It is an anniversary event. It's 4 years here at Hochanda for Chocolate Baroque, of course. So it is always a celebration. Do you know, it's a celebration every time Leslie's here, but it's a very special celebration for the one-day special during this event, of course. Now, we've had other items that have sold out as well. We had many sellouts in the first hour. Some things are back and extended. Some, when they're gone, they're gone. Now, back on extended, we have the rulers, we have the acrylic blocks, we have the papers as well. We lost the watercolour palette because when it was gone, and we lost also a wonderful journal kit, but we do have a While Stocks Last, which you can see it there on the screen. It's a gorgeous journal, and you get 2 paints as well. You will get assorted colours, but that is available currently. But it's all about that one-day special, isn't it? Let's have a look at the one-day special. Excuse me. Oh, little frog. Keeps appearing from time to time. I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, we have got 4 different stamp sets here. These are mounted for you as well. I can tell you, when it comes to the one-day special, 70% of the stock has already gone. Leslie, I'm going to let you talk us through the designs here again, because this is your work, or the majority of it is.
With the exception of one thing. So if we go back to the beginning, which is the fragile wings, the bottom half of that stamp set is a beautiful large stamp designed by Kim Moody,
It is
who
gorgeous.
we bring to this show with his own designs. He does the unique houses and the sea scenes and all those sort of things. Watch out for Kim. We will be launching a new set of his designs on his behalf in the spring. So that's his. The rest is all mine. For my sins,
They are
including the words.
magnificent,
I've tried
Leslie.
the words. I must say the sentiments. People have commented that how suitable they are for what we're going through right now. They weren't contrived for that. They were just how I felt myself personally when I wrote them. So the one that says "Protect my fragile wings." We all need our fragile wings protecting, don't we?
That is very true.
So that's a beautiful dragonfly, and it's got a script behind it, and the numbers and the circles and everything. You can take the dragonfly out, as some of our girls have done. It's not difficult to actually just take the dragonfly itself. Wonderful for decoupaging. We've had some wonderful wings. One in your hand there, I can see.
Yeah, I've got just picked some samples up using the dragonfly. We can see this particular sample now. Isn't that lovely? That works so
Gloss
well.
the wings,
Gorgeous
isn't that
colours.
beautiful?
Just going to give it a little bit of a flex so we can see
Look
that
at that,
glossy
the orange,
effect.
isn't that striking?
It really is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And that art stamp, you know, those stamps there, Leslie, that you've designed, just work wonderfully. Brenda's done this one as well.
So
Stunning.
And then there's the other one about the dragonfly carrying across the water and taking your dreams into the future.
In fact, I've got another sample here with that sentiment on there as well. Do you know, it does resonate with everybody, I think, at the moment. This: watch the dragonfly dance across the water, carrying your dreams into the future. Stunning.
So
and you can also see
that's
that
an A5.
board there.
The second A5 is called Just Useful, because it is just useful. And it's a combination of some grungy numbers. There's a collage of 0 to 9, 10 in just an outline. You can fill that in. You can colour all those different ones.
Yeah.
You could zentangle in those numbers as well.
Well, that'd be nice.
The letters art, you can have it all in one like that, or you can split them up and have them just as individual letters. There's the notebook. The splodge, which I used in the first hour, is literally a paint splodge that I did, and then it's turned into a stamp. And then you've got the usual splats.
I've got to tell everybody as well, if anybody missed the earlier show, do catch that on Rewind and watch those demonstrations with Leslie.
Fantastic for building up backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know, great for journaling. Look at that.
Love
I mean,
that.
that is a card so easy to achieve.
Love it.
And sometimes we look at things and it's got what we can achieve. And from a personal note, I talk about the committee in your head. We all have a committee that sits in our head. who are sitting in front of us as we're doing our work and creating things, saying, that's not good enough. You don't like that. What are you doing with that? Why are you using that colour? And if you listen to the committee in your head, you can't grow. These stamps are made that to get the committee in your head, just go for it.
Just
because
just
these
have fun, just
are
play.
Achievable.
They most certainly are. Just showing you a few more samples there. Using that particular set, of course you're getting 4 designs here, but I'm picking up the individual sort of samples to match each design. The next one, Leslie, is so clever. I do love this.
DL, and we don't often do DLs as well. We tend to do A4s, but I thought, you know, DLs are used for long, tall, big cards. So, the actual ace card I did, and as I decided that I didn't want, you see where that little A comes in? That A is from the small version of the A that's on the art card, which is useful.
Yeah.
And I thought, no, I don't want to put a traditional spade in, so it's a tree.
I just think it's genius. I
So
really do. I said that earlier. Love it.
The playing card on its own. You've got that lovely little individual scripty stamp, which is so good for filling in and adding interest. You've got the sentiment there down the side, which I think you read out before.
I've got one on the card, actually. We'll just show a couple of samples again. In fact, I've got on this one here, we have got a sentiment on this one. We just have a look at this. So if we're coming nice and close, we can probably all read that together. There we are. So,
turn a pocket full of
dreams into a lifetime of happiness. That is just wonderful. There's another one here as well.
Yeah.
Just show this sample.
So, that's the words that's with this one.
There we are. Whatever path you take, make sure it is on the road to inner peace. Yeah.
So
lovely,
there's the big
Leslie.
hero image, which has got a combination of like a sort of, florals and some ivy, and then that little script again going all the way through it. And again, you can use that on its own. So much you can do with those. Again, change the colours. This is why we have a wonderful design team, because you just need to change the colours of the inks and the medium you use. And to be honest with you, it looks like a completely different stamp.
It certainly does.
And it embosses well. That's our etching, because our stamps are very deeply etched.
Beautiful.
I design them all, and then I send them off to our plate makers. They come back, and then David takes over. He's the one that makes them all.
Oh, they are stunning. And we've still got one more design to look at as well. And Leslie used this also in demonstration earlier. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the allium flower. And Leslie, again, you had a little story about this. This was taken, or parts of it was taken from a photograph.
Yeah, the actual allium head, I took a photograph from one of the famous Scottish gardens, that you can go into. I forget which one, because we visited quite a few up there. About 3 or 4 years ago now. And allium head, I took, and I've turned that into the stamp.
Beautiful.
And then I added the stalk and all the other bits and pieces to it. But the actual head itself is from an original photograph that I took of in Scotland.
I love it. And we've got to point out the sentiment on this one. There's a little bit of humour as well. Love this. When life gives you spanners, buy a toolbox. I've got a massive toolbox, for all my spanners in life.
Couldn't carry mine. So you see, that's done. Look at that. That one is done in gilding flakes.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Well, we've got so much more to show you, so we are going to move on. But 504-931...
All come mounted, by the way.
Yes, all mounted. Yeah, perfect. So you don't have to worry about that. You just need to cut them out. That's all you need to do. £16 saving, $49.96 is the price. We've got Flexi for you as well. But we do have other things to tell you about. Now, we did tell you we had a wonderful limited edition journal earlier on. It literally float. We didn't even get to show you everything. But we have got a while stocks last. So this is a little bit of a compensation one for you. Busy on this as well, so you've got your journal and you've got a couple of paints as well, and I can tell you the journal itself is absolutely beautiful. Now, this has got real weight behind it because of the quality of it. The spine on here I'm going to show you as well. We're looking at the bundle there. You might get different colour paints, but do you know what? It's all about the journal for me. Look at the spine. Look how well this is made. And Leslie has been working on the pages that are in this journal. I know you've got some loose leaf ones that you were sent to try out, Leslie, before you chose this. So Leslie's really taken the time and the care to make sure she chooses something that is going to be really, really workable and excellent quality. Make the most of this. $15.99, a £3 saving. You are getting the journal and those paints as well. 028941. Now, something else we did mention earlier on, these did sell out in the first sale very quickly. We've got them back on extended delivery from the 8th of January. I can tell you already over half of the stock has gone. Now, you do get 5 sheets of each design. These are I just absolutely love these. This is the 3rd series. Honestly, I think Leslie must have been here when I've been on the other shift because I've never seen these before. I'm blown away with these. Leslie, tell us a little bit about these because there's so much you can do with them.
Yeah, I love papers. I always have done. I've designed papers, and you've had some of my papers on here that I've designed before. But do you know what? I love black and white. Monochrome is something that I've loved from being quite young. I did my graphic design, art and design in graphic. My submission was all done in black and white, and I've loved it ever since. And there is so much you can do with it. I love coloured papers. Don't get me wrong. There's some fantastic ones on the market, some fantastic rice papers on the market. But with black and white, you can add your own colour. You can add your own paints. You can use pencils. You can use coloured pencils, watercolours, acrylics. You can use your mediums. You can use gesso over to knock it back. You can stencil over the top of it. You can put media paste over the top of it. You can attach it to MDF. You can stick it into your journal. You can attach it to the front of a card. You can make it your background paper. Wow. It's like a cross between a rice paper and like a tissue paper.
Yeah.
But once you add water to it and dry it, it becomes sturdy.
They are just beautiful.
And they're just collages that
really
I've put together of artwork and stuff that I have and I've got, etc. And come up with these. And as I say, this is the 3rd in the series. And there's also 5 blank sheets.
Do you know, I did notice that, and I wondered if they'd been sneaked in. I didn't realise they were part of the bundle. So you have got those, so you can stamp yourself and do all those different techniques.
Your own type of collages and work on them.
Well, busy on these already, approaching 2/3 of the stock gone. On the restock, of course, £11.99, 627,991. Absolutely beautiful. Something else that's sold out earlier on as well are these. Now, we've got these on extended from the 8th of January as well. We're approaching 1/4 of the stock gone. Do stay with us. I know Leslie's going to use these throughout demonstrations in the future shows. Maybe possibly. I don't know about this now, but we'll see. £12.99 is going to get you this set of 4 draw and tear rulers. Now, you don't just get the rulers, you also get the handles to go on them, which of course have got chocolate Baroque on them. So you just slot these into place. You can take them out again as well, so if you want to store them in your drawers and keep everything nice and flat, you certainly can do. So they're just the handles. 1/3 of the stock of the restock gone, £12.99 for all 4. And you've got different edges, Leslie, to each side, haven't you?
Each
there?
ruler has 2 separate different edges, so there's actually 8 different patterns that you can draw, tear, etc. And as I showed you, which I'll show again if people didn't see it at 6 o'clock hour.
Everybody's seen the benefit of those already because they're just flying out once again. 749960. And then we have the acrylic blocks. Now, Leslie was saying earlier on, she's had these designed specifically with those lovely rounded corners. And it is so true because I've done it myself. Catching yourself on those sharp corners of some of the blocks. These are nice and rounded, but not only that, these are going to fit all of the stamps in the one-day special. All the stamps we've got on today's show. Perfect sizes. We are approaching 20% of the extended stock already gone. Ignore the limited, we sold out. That's from earlier. We sold out earlier, but we are approaching 20% of the extended stock from the 8th of January. Just very quickly, when they arrive, they will have the white film on there. That is just to protect them from being scratched when they're in transit. Just peel it off and you've got your clear blocks there. 646687. Let's get over to Leslie though, because we want to see as much demonstration as we possibly can. There she is, look, getting ready. Bless her. And we are going straight into demonstration. Leslie, what are we going to see?
Right, I'm going to use the main hero image from the Ace card set.
Okay, wonderful.
And I'm going to show you how you can combine black and white. And we tend to want to colour everything we have. We either tend to leave it blank or we tend to do it coloured.
Okay,
and I'm going to show you that actually it works well if you kind of leave some areas black and white.
Yes, lovely.
So, here we go. And again, our lovely big, this is like I said to you before, this is a big acrylic block. That's my hand look. I mean, I don't have huge hands, but you know, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going to take my, line it up straight.
Wonderful.
She says. Now I'm getting, sorry, my eyesight at this time of night is not, I'm just, there we go, right. Okay, so. And I'm using, because I'm going to be painting, I know, unfortunately, I'm sorry, the paints have gone to show now, but am I allowed to paint with the paint colours even that, thank you.
Do you know, we're going to let you. If you're using the one-day special, which you are, we'll let you off, Leslie.
Thank you very much. Sorry, folks. Okay, so lots of light tapping. Now, if you get, which I have done there, because I wasn't watching what I was doing, if you get ink into what I call the spare space, don't worry, take either a tissue or a damp cloth wrapped around your finger and just do that and wipe it down.
Oh, nice and easy then.
Okay.
Okay.
And I've just taken a little bit off the edge of the stamp, so I'm just going to... That's it. Okay.
Wonderful.
So again, it's a long stamp. Now, you know what I was talking about before? Imagine if I'm now trying to press that down. You can't get, you know what I mean? You lose the intensity of pressure and evenness if you're trying to go up a stamp, which is why I turn it and do it on the side.
Yeah, you give such good tips, and the things that sometimes they sound so simple, but we don't know about them, so it's worth listening to all of these tips.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, Leslie.
Again, another thing I want to show you as well. Some people, again, even when it's in horizontal mode, have problems getting even pressure, even with cling underneath. So, lay it down in the area you want it to do, and then just lay your card over the top, and line the edge of your card up with the edge of your acrylic block.
Yeah, so you know you're getting it straight.
So hopefully you're getting it straight. If I've put it on straight, of course, that is. Don't let go, and just smooth. Or you could use, if you won the prize, the 2-inch roller is great for running over the top of this. Just use a roller.
You get 2 rollers in the prize, don't you?
Yeah,
remember?
One's for paint, because a 4-inch one is really great for working on canvases and bigger areas.
Yeah.
And then the small one is for inking and doing all your inky backgrounds and working with your jelly plate.
Someone is going to be absolutely over the moon tomorrow. Oh, remember, the prize itself is worth over £530. Was it £537.79? Yes.
There you go. Now I've just jumped the edge. That's my fault. As I caught it, I felt it go as I caught it. I took it off. But there you go. There's the stamp.
Beautiful.
Right. So if you're going to be using water, any colour medium, VersaFine is the one to use because it's waterproof.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to be using one of the brushes. These brushes are also in the set. These are the chocolate Baroque brushes. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any because of lockdown to put them on the show, but that's what I'm using.
Right. Yeah, and the prize has a lot of brushes as well. You get the chocolate Baroque ones. You also get some Pebeo ones as well.
Yeah, the flat ones.
Very different, beautiful.
Because flat ones for, for different things. So here we go. Now, with these paints, I'll just explain how they do work. Just wet them, okay, with your brush and some water, and they will turn into like a cream. So just allow, you don't need loads of water, but just allow the cream to then, and it sort of thickens up into like a creamy paste.
I see.
And once you've finished using them, make sure they're dried out before you put them, because there is a thing, and they are actually in an airtight tin.
Right,
make sure it's dry,
yeah.
because if it's not, and you've got water in there, it will rot the paint.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's another good tip.
Yeah.
Something to watch out for.
I'm not going to show loads of painting, but if you then start painting over, because these are like an opaque paint as well, you can go over the image and you can still see all the stamping underneath. With some paints, with a shimmer paint, it obliterates the actual stamp, the image, because there's too much shimmer.
Yeah.
But with this, it doesn't.
No, we can see the detail coming through nicely.
Yeah. So I have got one that I've done earlier. I'm not going to do all of the colouring here. I just want to show you how and how much ink, how much paint these brushes actually hold.
And again, Leslie, just to point out to everybody how beautifully etched these stamps are, the fine detail. Look at the ivy leaves there, those very fine veins in the ivy, and of course that text in the background, which also is very fine.
Yeah.
And you're not losing any of the detail at all.
No, not at all. No, we do pride ourselves on the detail in our stamps, which is why I tend to recommend VersaFine most of the time, although the VersaClair ones are good as well.
Yeah.
But VersaFine obviously is, that's why we recommend it, because of the detail that's in our stamps. It's the thing that I do pride ourselves on the quality, and the one thing which of course most people will know if they've bought our stamps before, but you may not have done, we guarantee them for life.
Amazing.
If you look after your stamps and you know, you don't put them through the dishwasher, or believe me, somebody has done that in the past to get them clean. They put them in the dishwasher.
Really?
Yeah. And then complain because they'd warped. Hey, guess what? You know, putting them in a dishwasher, yes, they would.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh, really, should I?
Or you don't let the dog eat them.
Oh, no, don't do that.
But, you know, that's how much we stand by the quality of
Yeah.
our stamps. If you look after them, we will guarantee them for life.
Yeah.
And if anything goes wrong, we will replace them.
Wonderful.
Free of charge. I don't stand on here telling that for no reason. You have to be sure of your product before you stand up and say something like that.
Well, I think by now, Leslie, everybody knows. I mean, you, as a company, this is your 4th anniversary here at Hochanda, but you've been going much longer than that as a company.
Yeah, we watch out for special shows later on this year because we're actually physically 10 years old. The company
Are
itself
you?
is 10 years old. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
1st of April we are 10.
Oh, April. Oh.
Yeah, we are 10. I wish I was. God. So, I'm not, she said I'm getting lost in the painting. Sorry, everybody.
No, we
This
don't
must be
mind. We're just
boring.
watching and taking it all in.
I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to go back to the finished one. But you see how easy they are to colour. And you still see all that. You don't need me
That
to
is
pick
such
that
a
up, do
stunning
you?
design,
You can
isn't
see
it?
that,
It
can't
really
you?
is.
But can you see? I'll go to the finished one.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see how the shine on that look?
Oh,
There, look.
yes. When you flex it there, you can really pick it up.
Yeah. Now then, I'm not going to do any more to that
Okay.
because I want to show you. There's the colour, and I've left the black of the leaves because I want. And it doesn't. To me, I personally don't think that one counteracts the other. I think it's a good blend.
Yeah.
Of leaving part of it black
Yeah.
and white, and just doing the focal point of the actual flowers in the colour.
Yeah, and with some designs, you'd think that doing that technique, you'd be drawn into the colour, and that was all that you would see. But you don't lose that detail. You still look at that image there, and you see everything. Look at the front of the packaging there; it's just stunning.
That's what I wanted to get over. You don't always have to colour it in within an inch of its life.
Leslie, I think when we look at the packaging there as well, everybody who's watching at home, well, maybe is thinking, well, I'm not great at colouring, I haven't got the paints, I can't afford to buy everything, but just to stamp those images and to see them as we are doing there. And something else I want to point out as well, the colour of the packaging that you've got there, that sort of off-white, that creamy colour there, that works beautifully with the black ink as well.
Yeah, we've changed the packaging. We did used to do for a very off-cream white, but we've changed for this one because I think it sharpens up the images a lot better.
It's beautiful.
And for the TV as well, I think it looks much stronger.
Yeah.
But my definition of it, and it's not just our stamps, I would say it about anybody's stamps, but my definition of a good stamp is, if you can stamp it and leave it alone in black and white, you've got a good stamp.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you don't have
Very
to. Some
true.
stamps need to be coloured. Some images need to be coloured to show them off at the best. But I think if you can stamp in black and white and leave it in black and white,
Yeah.
then you've got a good stamp.
Totally agree.
So, yeah, just put that on black. And as I say, what I did
Oh,
do,
wow.
and I haven't took them out because they're so fiddly, is these little ones that I've done that have got the little hole in. And those are the sentiments. And my idea is that you actually then put a tag or pin it, and you could just put that, if you did it, onto your actual work, like so.
Gorgeous, Leslie, just stunning. And that's just one idea, of course, one little bit of inspiration from Leslie. You are going to have a ball with these, you really are. And of course, when it comes to the one-day special, we've got to remind you again, let's go through what you could actually be winning. If you've already purchased, your name has been entered. If you haven't purchased yet and you do purchase the one-day special, you will automatically be entered into the prize draw. Someone, some very lucky person is going to win everything we're seeing here. I'm just going to explain once again about the stamps, because we've got stamps here that will represent what you could choose. You will be choosing 20 sets, but you can choose your own designs, and David, Leslie's husband, will make those specifically for you. You are going to get 5 A4 rubber stamps. You're going to get 5 A5s, 5 A6 and 5 DL. Then you're going to get more, but just in the stamps alone they are worth over £300. The whole bundle here in its entirety is worth £27.79. Yes! Got it. Let's go through everything else that you're getting, because there is more, of course. You can see what we've got here, but we need to point it all out. So those stamps there, 20 sets of stamps, that's just to start with. The watercolour palette with 24 colours in there. You've got the round brushes that Leslie's been using there, the chocolate Baroque brushes. There are 10 individual brushes there. Then you've got, oh, watch out for Leslie's trio water pot, very useful. You're going to get one of those as well. The rollers we mentioned, the 4-inch and of course the 2-inch as well. The Pebeo flat brushes, assorted sizes, very, very handy. You're getting the Deco Art acrylic paints, great for lots of different techniques there. You're going to get the liquid glass medium, the one-step crackle medium. You're also going to get the triple thick gloss medium in there as well. The pouring medium, that's another one in there, lots of mediums for you. When it comes to ink pads, we've got the dewdrops for you. We've got the Harvest collection and the flower pot. There's 4 ink pads in each of those. Then you've got your Klingeling. That, if you don't know what that is of course the mounting material for your stamps. So you will be able to mount those stamps. Leslie is providing more than you require for all those 20 sets. Then you've got your masking tissue. 3 sheets of that. You're getting the tab storage. You're actually getting 12 individual sheets, and they're double-sided, so you've got 24 sides to work with there. Then you've got your wooden plaques, you've got door signs, you've got MDF in there as well, you've got a sorted card in black, craft, white, drawing cartridge, you're getting the Ice Gold, which is 300 GSM, you're getting textured card, your art card there, and you are getting, of course, that eco-friendly biodegradable glitter also, and 2 different types there as well. What more could you ask for? Oh, you are going to be over the moon, whoever wins. I wish you all luck. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow in the 4 o'clock show. The cut-off will be 4:30 tomorrow. Now, we do also have an event for you as well. We have missed the Flextravaganza, aren't we? So we're going to tell you all about that as well. And we're going to show you the one-day special again, because, of course, if you're purchasing the one-day special, you're in the chance for, of course, winning this prize. So do have a look at the one-day special. Make sure that you're checking those baskets out as well. We do not want to miss out. We've sold an awful lot of the stock of the one-day special already. It was literally flying out at the 6 o'clock show this morning. Incredibly busy show. Oh, we've got so much to tell you about. Do not miss out. Check those baskets out. Some items have sold out. We can't get back. Others are already on extended delivery, and it remains busy. Now, you can see the one-day special on the screen right now, those 4 wonderful stamp sets in its entirety. There's around, I'm not sure if it's absolutely 100% correct, but around 20 individual elements within those 4 sets there as well. There we go. Now, the acrylic blocks, you want to go for these if you can go for them. Approaching 30% of the restock here. These are great because these are made by, you know, made especially for Leslie to go with these stamps, so you know you've got the right size for every single one of those stamps that you're going to be using. Only £9.99. They come like this with the film on there. You just take that white film off. That just protects the surface, and then away you go. 646687 is the item number. Then the rulers. Now, these are another new today. They sold out early. We are approaching 40% of the stock gone. You've got 8 individual sides there because you've got 2 sides on each ruler. You can tear against these. You can draw against them. They've got many uses. We're going to see more of these, of course. £12.99 is the price. 749960. If you're wondering why they've got those little slots in there, it's because the handles will attach beautifully with chocolate Baroque on there as well. Very, very useful indeed. Then, oh, can we talk about these papers again? I just love these. I'm so in love with these papers. Here we are. We are approaching 3/4 of the stock gone of the extended stock. These are literally flying again. You are getting more than one of each design. I think it's 5 of each design. You're also getting some blank sheets as well. You can use your inks, you can use your paints, you can stamp over them, emboss over them, apply them to furniture, MDF. You can seal them over as well. Do you know, these are absolutely stunning. They really, really are. Look at that one with the butterflies on there. The more you look at these, the more you're seeing as well. There's all sorts going on. It's a whole collage of different elements all put together there. You're almost drawn into that when you can see in the background there. And then there's the text. You've got the foliage. You've got the birds. You've got the watermarks. You've got all sorts. $11.99. This is Series 3. 627-991. Another new today. Now our journal, our limited edition journal flew out. It just sold out so quickly we couldn't even show you everything you were getting. But we've got a while stocks last. This is an alternative, and what you're going to get is the same journal and 2 pots of paint. Now the colours may vary, but for me it's all about this wonderful journal. This is so well made. This is so sturdy. Absolutely beautiful. Just got to ask Leslie a reminder again. How many pages was it, Leslie?
46.
46. 46, and of course they are double-sided, so you can work on both sides. Eco-friendly as well, beautiful quality. You'll see Leslie working with these throughout some of the demonstrations, and a quarter of the stock has gone on the wild stocks last. Absolutely beautiful. 028941 is the item number. £3 saving on that as well, just $15.99. Then, of course, back to the one-day special. We are approaching 3/4 of the stock gone on the one-day special. This is what you need to be buying to be in a chance of winning that wonderful prize as well. All 4 of these stamp sets, and these are mounted for you. So don't worry about having to buy the cling to mount yourself. They're already done for you. You just need to cut those out. And we've got Flexi on them as well. You're saving £16. 2 payments of £24.98, 504931. And they are absolutely beautiful. Leslie, oh, you've got the papers. I can't wait.
Yeah, this is going to be a game of 2 halves, so to speak. I want to start something off.
Okay.
Because it goes in with the journals, but I need to start it off and then come back to it in a few minutes' time, and then we're going to go on to the journal and the rulers.
Okay, no problem.
So I've taken this particular, any of the papers will do, but I've taken this particular one. People might recognise that particular image in there was one of our stamps, which was the hydrangea.
Oh, yes, I recognise now you've pointed it
There's
out.
the postcard that we've had as a stamp. There's the big version of the stamp that is on the one-day special.
Yeah, with the numbers.
So, you know.
Yeah, beautiful.
There's the smaller versions of the numbers that are behind the dragonfly, the larger version. So, you know, it's all works together. So, what I'm going to do is, I have cut down a DL, just the width of a ruler, a width of a normal ruler. And I just trimmed it down, so there's 2 pieces. And what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to actually glue these, or Mod Podge them. Mod Podge works really well with this because it's made for kind of decoupage and that type of stuff, which is what kind of
so
this
great
is.
for gluing and for sealing over the surface as well.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm using at the moment. I've just done the cardinal sin and left a brush in water, which you shouldn't do. Right, okie doke. So here we go. So enough glue to make it without it being too, you know, yucky.
Okay, without being too drippy.
Yeah. But you do need enough, because if you don't put enough on, it won't stick.
Yeah.
And it comes away, and you need it to actually see, you know, you need the paper to bond to each other. You also need to be able to sort of move it about a bit.
Okay.
Right, so I'm just going to take that off there for now. Oops.
There's that just a piece of copy of paper underneath.
Yeah,
there.
I work on copy paper, people know. Turn your paper upside down. Okay, this is a bit creased, I'm afraid, but... Okay, and... let's put that one on that edge, like so.
Okay. Do you know, Leslie, I would purposely crease that paper on occasion as well.
Sorry?
I would purposely crease that paper on occasion.
Oh, yeah, it does
to give
look
it
good
texture,
creased. Oh, yeah, it looks fantastic creased. Yeah, it's brilliant. And it does open up out again. As I say, if you wet it and crease it and colour it.
Yeah.
And then open it out with
So
all
you
those
can see-
crinkles.
oh,
It's amazing.
fabulous.
Okay, so just leave that one there, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do another one. Shall avoid sticking that to that one. And another, so, and I let the excess drip off my brush rather than going straight to the, because another thing you do is if you run it up against the side of your pot, that's how you can get,
you
can't
get
get
all
rid
the
off.
gunge on the top, don't you?
Yeah.
And it soon mounts up and then
So,
sets
and use a
very
good, this
hard.
is why you've got flat brushes in your, not as quite as wide as this, but that's one of them, look, so it's a good width.
They are great brushes. I could see the quality of them
Yeah.
from over there. Beautiful.
So that's why I've got flat brushes in, for doing things like this.
Lovely stuff.
and doing colour washes and that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
you know. Right, I'm going to just, I don't want to, but I'm going to have to put that in water for the moment.
Now we are approaching 80% of those papers. That's the extended stock, don't forget. From the 8th of January, I believe, these are going to be dispatched now. We are losing stock very
Yes.
quickly.
Right, so now I'm going to just, this is just me doing one edge, you know, either edge. You can put it where you want, decide where you want to put it. I'm just doing this for quickness and ease.
Okay.
Okay. Now turn it over. And what you don't is you hardly get a wrinkle in this. If you do it the other way on, it's not wrinkled at all.
Lovely
Right.
stuff.
Now then, I'm just going to let that dry a little bit before I
Okay,
cut
yeah,
into
no
it. So I'm
problem.
going to go back to the journal now. Now, when I journal, I've not touched this. You can see this is absolutely spanking brand new, this one.
Yeah.
Because I've never been the one that starts at page 1 and works through it.
Oh,
Whenever I do a
interesting.
journal, I kind of do something like that, and the page will open where it wants to for you.
Oh, do you know, I like the thought of that, actually.
Yeah.
Do you do double spread pages as well?
Sometimes I
Is that
do,
you
sometimes I don't. But yes, you know, sometimes I do. But I always just let the journal open, so I'll just do something random and open it. I never, ever just start from page 1 and work the way through. That's
I like
just
that.
me.
I like that thought.
But I like the idea of the serendipity.
Yeah.
It's telling you where it wants you to open it
Yeah.
today. So, okay, so I've chosen this one, and I'm going to show you 2 different edges here.
Okay.
So the first
One of the rulers here.
Yeah.
Now, you have got the handle if you want to use it,
Yes.
but you don't have to use it, do you, Leslie?
No, but the handle will fit in, just in case anybody missed it last time. You're going to need to get it the right way around, but it fits in
Okay.
and slots in
Lovely.
like so. Get it in properly, Leslie, she says. Come on, there you go, that's it, you heard it's in.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's
Perfect.
not in that you can't take it out again.
Yeah, so if you want to
But
store
it's
them
just if
completely
you want
flat.
that little bit extra pressure, you know.
Yeah.
Because if you're tearing, now you need to try the thickness of your papers. I've tried up to, it won't do things like 300 because
No,
you wouldn't tear
that's
that on a
a
ruler
heavyweight
anyway. It's too
cardstock,
heavyweight.
yeah.
But up to our drawing cartridge, which is 220, 250,
Oh, that's good.
you're not too bad at all. And you can wet down the edges, let the water thin,
That's
and
a good
then
point.
pull it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do an even one here, she says. And I'm just going to
Okay.
take the edge of the paper.
Okay. Now, the journals themselves, or the pack with the journal in, is at the bottom of the screen, and 30% of the stock has gone.
So I haven't used the handle here,
I'm loving the texture you're getting on that piece that you're tearing away.
So there we go, look. And that's look, there I've got.
Oh, look.
Sorry, then if you, I'll tell you what, I'll use my favourite trick. Bear with me. Sorry, I keep fishing in this drawer, but it's a good one to fish. I should keep it on the top. There you go, look.
Oh, yes, that helps. Look at that. I love it. I love that little feathered edge on there as well, on the paper.
Yeah, okay. So that, now you could leave the edge like that if you want, and then you
Yeah.
see what happens is, if you leave the edge like that, when you do it underneath, whatever's underneath comes through.
Of course.
So
yeah.
that gives a foil against that. Or, don't put it against the glue, Leslie. Put the glue out the way, Leslie. Right.
Oh,
Right.
40% of the restock of the rulers
So,
has gone.
I'm going to take my handle
$12.99.
out, okay, and just wiggle it at the edge and pull, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm going to use the flat edge here, because what I want to do is I'm going to fold my paper now, and the easiest way to do it is with a nice straight flat edge. So just fold it up like so, and you get that wonderful, lovely edge. Because this is quite thick paper,
Yeah.
and then that goes straight down there, look. And then I'd use either a little bit of wet glue
Okay.
or
yeah.
a little bit of red liner tape, and I'm actually going to use the glue. Just bear with me. So if you're going to use glue, use either silicone paper or something else underneath so you don't stick to your page
Yeah.
below. Just take a little bit on the edge, and fingers are so much easier. And wet glues are better because they bind together, and this is such good quality paper.
We can see the thickness of it as well when you folded, how it stood by itself without flopping back. You know, you can see the crease.
Well, that's why I've
beautiful
got single
crease
thing.
there.
I tried it loose before,
Yeah.
you know. Okay,
Love it.
Take that out of there. Another. I've got to have more pieces of gluey paper than anything else. Just wipe my finger. And then now I have got a pocket.
Oh, doesn't that look nice?
My work in, and I can create a pocket there. And you can add ephemera in there, tickets, photographs, whatever you want. But you've created a pocket, and you've got that lovely edge.
You have, haven't you?
Okay. And if you want
that's
to
just
do
one
a paint,
of 8.
Yeah. If you wanted to paint on there without this, then obviously you just, you know, because you can paint all sorts. You can do anything with that. So that would be my pocket. The other thing is you could decorate this pocket.
Yeah, of course.
So what you could put on this pocket is you could put paper on. You could put some of our designer papers, the black and white paper on here down the edge. Then just take your ruler up against it and tear that so you haven't lost the edge.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't want to cut round that.
That's true.
Okay, or you can do what I wanted to show you before, which I'm going to do in the next one. So I'm going to open another page where it tells me where it wants to be. Oh, it wants to be over there. Okay. And I'm now going to take another edge. So this was the one that I did before with that edge. Bearing in mind, I'm always concerned that you get something through what the next page is. So take that. And I want to create a pattern down this edge.
Okay.
Now, I have to admit that some of my freehand stuff can be a bit, you know. So this is one of the reasons why I developed these.
Well, everybody's loving them, Leslie, because over half of the stock has gone on the rulers. Remember, you're getting 8 different designs because each ruler has 2 different sides. You're getting 4 rulers and the handles as well. 749960.
So I'm taking the one with what I call the gentle wave.
Yeah.
Okay, it can be any of them. And I'm going to okay.
Oh, lovely.
And I want to then make it that something like that. So I can go off-piste, if you know what I mean, which I might do with that, I think. Okay, or I could do a different edge if I wanted to. But I'm going to kind of make them match. Okay, now you can write in that.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do, you know, your word of the day or a little saying that was important to you, you can. There's your guidelines for putting your letters in. So
that's a good idea, actually. I like that.
Short letters, or you can do what I'm about to do now. And I'm using this wave because I like the idea of the wave.
Okay.
And I'm going to do like my own barcode.
So you can choose how wide apart you put each one if you've got a slight angle going on there as well.
And it takes the curve on.
This
if you wanted to, you could take one of the other ones and do another little shape in here. I'm not going to do all this all the way down because obviously, you know, I've got a miniature one that I did earlier on. Again, you could Zentangle into this.
Yeah.
Because that, you could stamp into it. Yeah. And all you need to do with that is tear some of the photocopy paper on the same pattern that you've done.
Yeah.
I'll show you what I mean. So take they're a full 12-inch size, by the way. They're a full proper ruler size.
We've not mentioned the size, have we, or the length of them?
So take my piece of paper.
Great if you're 12 by 12 papers and if you're doing your scrapbook pages and you want edges.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like that kind of random edge. I like that feathered edge. And you can tear yourself, but it's much more difficult. So you've got 2 edges now. So there's one of the edges, look, you've got as a mask.
Yeah.
So then you could stamp.
Of course.
And there's the other edge for the other side of your mask. That way on, look, so you can stamp.
Oh, actually, I'm loving these rulers.
And I'll show you the small version that I did of this, which I showed earlier on. But there's the small version I did, look.
You see, I love that.
And that's done with the paints and with inks and colouring pencils. And then you could, you know, stamp in there, you could do whatever you want to do in there.
That's making me think back to a show. That reminds me of the multicoloured swap shop.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, no, it wasn't. 1976.
Gosh. But then, as I said to you, I showed earlier on, you know, they've got this fine zigzag one here, which is excellent for doing like a stitch, looks like sewing stitch.
Yeah.
Which you can just do random bits. And use the handles to do straight bits. So you can do, you know, a few of the little zigzags and then some of the straight and some of the zigzags.
Even the curves on the end of the handles are very useful as well, the curved edges.
Yes. So they've been designed by myself. Well, I knew what I wanted, and I had, obviously, I didn't, they were actually drawn up by somebody else, but this was what I wanted to do.
Such a brilliant idea.
And I think that they're just, you know, they're a great thing. And not
They
just for
are.
this as well, if you
Well-
like, I like random edges.
Yeah.
And you can
And
just
that's what you're
do-
going to get with those. You certainly are. Everybody is seeing the, you know, the ability of what you can achieve with these as well, because 70% of the restock has gone. Do not miss out on these. 4 of those, 2 different edges on each, so 8 different edges altogether. $12.99, $9.49, $9.60. Now the paper. Oh no, we're approaching limited on the Chocolate Baroque black and white paper pack. This is series number 3. You're getting an awful lot for your money there. $11.99, $627,991 is the item number on these. Don't forget, you're getting those different designs there, 5 different designs, and you've got those blank pages as well, so you can stamp, you can do your different creations yourself there as well. I can't get over that price. $11.99. Wow. Oh, do not forget Flextravaganza as well. You can be splitting the cost as long as it's over £5, and there's nothing on the counter that's less than that, so you can split the cost on everything. On the one-day special, you've already got the Flexi there for you as well. All 4 of the stamp sets are there. Oh, we're approaching 3/4 of the stock gone. A £16 saving on this. 2 payments of £24.98. And of course, when you're buying the one-day special, you will automatically be entered into that fantastic giveaway. Worth over £530. I can't stop looking at it, actually. I'm very jealous. I am so jealous.
I am. I can't win it.
Oh, some looking for. Oh, do not miss that show. Now we've got 4 minutes. Is that all we've got left? 4 minutes? Leslie?
Well, I'm not going to get this finished off, I'm afraid. Okay. I'll be back at 8 o'clock. So if you want to see what I'm going to do with this interesting contraption here, then you've got to join me, because I think it'll be worth it. There's also a few other things I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to make your own sticker tickets to put in your journal.
Nice.
I'm going to show you how to make a slide mount, to be able to do like a specimen thing with the papers and stuff like that.
Oh, there's lots to look forward to then.
All sorts of things. We're going to be using the stamps to create lots of little individual, make your own ephemera stuff to fit into your pockets, into your journal.
Oh, wow. So this really is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Shall we have a look at a few more samples from the one-day special, because we've got so many here as well.
The girls have worked so hard.
They have. I'll try and name check a few as well.
I have to say. You've been an absolute stars. Some haven't made it to the door, I'm afraid, because they never arrived in time, which is sad.
Oh, well, I'm just going to randomly choose some here. This one is from Brenda. I'm going to show you the beautiful
Isn't the black
dragonfly
and orange
first.
wonderful?
It really is. One from Christine here. I'm trying to pick out very different sort of combinations of colours. This is a lovely one. I've shown this one before. This is Rachel who's done this one.
Black and white,
lovely
you see.
tag. Doesn't that work beautifully?
Those are some of the papers
this is
from
nice.
the last...
Oh, from the last... Oh.
The papers in the black
I've
and
just
white.
found this one.
Papers in the black and white one. Are
Oh,
from
I see, the series
2 of
previous.
2, yeah.
Look at this one. This is Barbara's. Look at those wings on the dragonfly. Let's move on to one of the other stamp sets, of course, because we've got 4 in the whole collection. I'm just going to the bottom of the pile just to bring out a few that we haven't seen before. The rollers are limited stock. Check your baskets out. Getting quick there. Doreen has sent this one in. Isn't that glorious? Oh, I love this. Another one from Brenda. I just adore that individual stamp. The papers are limited stock as well. This is it. You need to be quick. You seriously need to be quick. When things are limited stock, we can tell you that means that there's less than 10% of the stock left, and we had huge stocks. That's what happens on a one-day special. Veronica did this one as well.
Isn't
oh,
the
that
delicate
beautiful,
colouring that really
gorgeous, just stunning. And in complete comparison, do you know, I love this one as well because you've got the vivid colours there. But look, from one of the stamp sets there, that's that
just useful
set. I love that. The torn notebook at edge, stunning. I've just got to grab a few of these alliums as well because something's falling over. Never mind, we're at the end of the show nearly. Won't matter, we'll sort that out. Look at this as well on vellum as well. Just found this one of Christine's.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let me just give that a tilt so you can see the effect. You're onto your black card as well.
Isn't
using
that
your
wonderful?
colours.
That's coloured in
beautiful.
embossing powders on black card.
Wow, wow. Another one from Brenda there as well, and it just keeps going. I am dying to have a look what this is.
Open it up, go on.
Can
quickly.
I open it?
Yes, of course you can.
I didn't
quickly.
open it earlier because we were trying to be as quick as possible, but look. I've got no idea what's inside here. Let's hope this isn't knotted. Can I open it up?
Go.
Can I open
Yeah,
it
it's
up?
gone. Yeah.
Oh no,
You're
there's a
getting
knot.
there.
There's a knot. No, Leslie, there's a knot.
Oh, can it slide off?
Will it slide? I don't want to damage
It
anything.
won't damage anything.
Won't I?
No.
Oh, it's been well tied together, this one.
Doreen, I'll have words with you afterwards.
Well, while I'm trying to... we've only got a handful of rulers and papers left. I can't get the knot undone. But I think we... Oh, no, I'm nearly done it. I'm nearly done it. Yes,
There,
done
there
it.
you
Yes,
go.
yes.
There you
Right,
go.
what have we got here? Oh, look, 4 cards. Oh, miniature envelopes as well.
Yeah.
Look, these are little individual cards. How sweet are these? With the matching envelope. So there's your ace. Look, with that tree in there. Oh, I love that. Who's done these? These are Doreen's.
Yeah.
Look, absolutely beautiful. Oh, I've dropped one. Look. These are such a good idea. You've got the postage stamp on there as
parts
well.
of stamps. If you can, you don't always have to use the whole stamp. You can just use parts of it.
Love it, love it. And do you know, just one colour ink has been used, I believe, on each of those samples as well. Just stunning. Just check your
The other thing I'm
baskets
going to
out,
show you
everybody.
tomorrow, by the way, is how to make your own postage stamps.
Oh, do not miss it. Do not miss a single
Forgot
hour
about
of
that one.
Leslie's demonstrations. Leslie, we're into the last 30 seconds. Well, we are going to start saying goodbye. We have... Oh... Look, anybody who wants the papers and rulers, go for them now. Seriously, you're going to miss out if you don't go for them now. Check those baskets out. That's all I'm going to say to you. We've literally got maybe 1 or 2 left. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
Leslie, thank you so much. It's been absolute
Thank you.
delight.
I can't say thank you enough because you just won. Thank you to Hochanda as well for letting me do this.
Right to the wire. Join Leslie at 8 in the morning. We'll see you soon. Oh, another lovely hour with Leslie there. Do not miss the shows tomorrow. Creative Cross Stitch coming up next. Don't miss that either. Beautiful. Chocolate Baroque, that'll be a repeat of the earlier show. And then Crafty Devil's Happy Hour.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select settings. Select your network and select setup connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door and Crafts 2. I've been with Hochanda since the very beginning and I've been crafting a lot longer than that. My crafting journey's taken me through all different types of crafting, from stamping and die cutting to colouring and inking and loads of different things. I've been working with Crafts 2 now for over 3 years and they produce the John Next Door brand, distribute it and make sure that everything is perfect in that. This allows me to work with the fantastic Crafts 2 tools and products, as well as some of their other amazing brands such as 2J Stamps, Press Cut and the Craft Artist range of glues and consumables and inks. I really find that this partnership is extremely strong and helps me bring out the best of my products and all the other products within the Crafts 2 stable and the ones that I design. So don't miss the John Next Door and Crafts 2 shows on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. Whether it's stamping, mixed media or art journaling, join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy and see what you can create with our stamps.
Hello, this is the final live hour of tonight here at Hochanda, so please do stay with me for the next hour. This is the second hour for these beautiful cross-stitch kits that we've got on offer for you as well. We're going to be meeting our guest in a little while. Her name is Helen. I'm hoping she's ready and raring to go with demonstrations as well. She is here. Good evening, Helen. How are you? Oh, it's lovely to see you again. We had a busy hour earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, people obviously
really was. Absolutely wonderful hour, and I'm not surprised when you see these kits, everybody at home. We're going to be, of course, going down the counter with Helen. She's going to tell us a little bit about the background behind some of these as well. Now, very quickly before we move though, I've got to tell you the very first item we've got. I really wanted to get this and I'm not going to get it, am I? Can I say how many's left? Somebody's going to have to be very quick. There's only one left. Grab it now. £3 saving, £18.99, 817 271. This is absolutely stunning. Look at that. It's technically sold out. I'm hearing some news. Some calls were made before the show, so brilliant. We've got this on extended delivery from the 6th of January. That's not long, it's only 2 days away. Oh, do not miss it a second time. This is absolutely beautiful. I fell in love with this at the moment. I'm sorry. 817 271. That's the item number that you need. Just as you can see straight away there, the price of that kit, £18.99. Watch for these prices right down the counter. They are extraordinary. They are absolute giveaways as far as I'm concerned, because you are getting in the kit, you're getting the coloured charts, you're getting the fabric, the Ada as well, of course, that you're going to need to stitch on, you're getting instructions, you're getting your pre-sorted yarn, and you're getting your needles as well. Helen, just to come back to this, because now I'm so delighted to hear it's back on extended, tell us a little bit of something about this kit and the designer behind it.
Yeah, so this is by Bree Merrin, who all of the designers that we've got tonight, they're really, really kind of well-known illustrators, so really good artists in their own right. But Bree, who's the first one you're looking at there, the first couple of pieces we've got, she's a fantastic wildlife artist. She's actually the UK's best known and best-selling wildlife artist, so you're getting a kind of really beautiful piece of artwork for your wall when you're kind of purchasing into one of her pieces. And she started the business in 2016. She actually works alongside her husband, Barry. He does anything apparently that's non-artistic, so he does the side and she deals with the art side. And they're based in the Yorkshire Dales, so it's a lovely British company there. And as I say, she was kind of immersed in kind of sewing and crafting from a very young age, introduced to it by her grandma, and then kind of just fell in love with it. Went to art college eventually after she'd had a family. Went to art college in her kind of mid-30s, and that's where she started to really kind of specialise in the portraiture, the kind of like figurative artwork. And I think that just really shows. You can tell that she's kind of like spent a lot of time looking at the anatomy of things.
Yeah.
Because she captures the form really well. But we were saying earlier, like she just has this beautiful way of capturing the personality of what you're looking at as well. So you kind of get a really lovely feeling from the piece that she creates. And she always has this kind of, it's one of her trademarks to have that kind of speckledy, splattered backgrounds as well, which kind of is really clever just because it gives the idea of textured background on some of them. It gives the idea of kind of movement on other pieces that she does. So you kind of just get that really kind of lovely arty feel, but and a lot of kind of texture to the piece without a lot of stitching. So it's great.
I just love that, and I tell you what, everybody else is loving it as well, because a quarter of the extended stock has already gone. Do not miss out on that. I love that background on there as well. It reminds me of those mixed media backgrounds that we see from the likes of Leslie that we've just had on with the one-day special. But we've got much more for you as well, because waiting to see this magnificent beast. We've got Lex the lion. Now just look how proud he looks there. Look at how the colours are being worked here to bring that detail, to bring the shadows, the dimension there, the look in his eyes. He certainly is a magnificent fella, isn't he? $37.99. This is for the whole kit. Just one thing, everything is framed that we've got on the counter here. You can frame your own. You don't have to use them in frames. You can make cushions. You could put these on the front of notebooks. There's lots of other ideas as well. But to see these framed and to see what you're getting in these kits, absolutely amazing when it comes to those prices. Approaching 40% of the stock on this one as well. Love, Helen, the way that the colours have been used behind the mane there as well, those greys. So it looks as though his head is almost coming out from that picture frame there.
It really lends depth to the piece, doesn't it? It really kind of throws him forward. He's kind of the main, literally, excuse the pun here, but the main event. Yeah. And I really like the fact that, you know, you've got all that really subtle shading around his muzzle and that glint in his eye, that highlight that you're getting. You just kind of really get the idea that he's kind of got his eye on something in the distance.
Yeah.
It's just movement in that mane as well. Like, you get a lot of texture. So it's a really clever piece.
It is very, very clever. And something else about that as well, I think you could put that in any room and it would work because of the colour palette that's been used there. That would go with any decor in any room. I think you could put it literally anywhere. Now, we've got more for you as well. Oh, this is so cute. If you didn't see the earlier show, you are going to melt when you look into the eyes of this little giraffe. Half the stock has gone. Oh, this is so sweet. $29.99. Look at the eyelashes. Oh, they look like Molly's eyelashes, our floor manager. She's got beautiful eyelashes. 379851 is the item number. Helen, just tell us about this one again. Isn't it sweet?
Just think, you know, Martha's just got this really lovely way. It's the designer's Martha Bowyer, and she's just got this really lovely way of getting this charming character across. And they're just so personable, aren't they? They're kind of looking straight out at you. And you just kind of get that real kind of lovely, there's a softness. And she says that have a warm, fuzzy feeling guaranteed with her pieces. And as I say, she kind of like creates pieces that she wants you to feel happy to have them in your home and that they should make you feel happy. And I was saying earlier that the thing that I really love about her as well is that she started off artwork in her bedroom. So she was a child of the 90s, and she started off on, I don't know if it's a package you remember, but every computer used to have a paint package on it. And she started artwork on that, and that's how she started. She's developed from there, and her phrase is that art should be fun, not hoity-toity. So you should be able to really enjoy that and have that piece on your wall, and enjoy stitching it and enjoy looking at it. And whether it's a gift or whether it's for yourself, I think there's something for everybody, really, isn't there? So all ages would enjoy that piece.
Most definitely. And staying with the theme of the animals, another one that so many people have fallen in love with here at Hochanda is the elephant. Now look at this. How dimensional does this look? You know, the trunk, the ears, it's just so sweet again. It looks like a young elephant as well, so it would work for me. You know, maybe as a baby's gift again, this one, perhaps in a nursery. Just stunning. Beautiful. $25.99 as well. A great price point, Helen, again.
Oh, incredible. I mean, you're getting so much fabric in this piece, in all of these kits. They're brilliantly priced. You're getting loads and loads of threads. You're getting the full colour charts, really, really clearly laid out, really easy to follow, and all the instructions to help you get yourself set up and started, which I will demonstrate as well when we move forward. But yeah, I mean, they're just so charming, aren't they? It's just, they're just, you know, you can't resist them, those little faces. So...
Beautiful. Well, item number 205994 will get you our wonderful elephant. And then another one that's going to melt your heart is the bunny. Now look at the little expression on this one. Half the stock has gone of the bunny, £25.99, a £4 saving, 354092. Another one from Martha Helen as well here. So you can see, can't you? It's from the same artist.
Yeah, you're getting that flavour again, aren't you? You're getting, obviously, a completely different texture of kind of finish there. You're getting the idea that this one's very soft and fluffy. And I love those tiny little backstitch details, those little hairs that make him look as though he's had a good jump through the hedge or something. You know, he looks like he's just leapt out and just caught the sight of you. You know, it's that real expression that he's got there. But you kind of like, she has that style, that kind of real sweetness to it. It's got a real kind of naive charm to it, I think. It's just beautiful. So
it really is. Oh, do take advantage again of that great price. £4 saving on that one, 354092. Now we've gone a little bit more colourful when it comes to the palette now, because we're moving into spring, and this is beautiful again. Very different in design because there's no animals involved, but how nice is this? Bring a little bit of springtime into your home as you're stitching. £20.49 is going to get you this kit. You can see that variation of colour. You've got the beautiful pinks, the yellows, you've got the purples in there, the blues as well. Helen, again, the use of the back stitch there to define those areas, to define the petals, the trumpets on the daffodils that you can see there as well. Beautiful detail in it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing that I like about it is it's got that kind of graphic-y finish, but it's also got that kind of watercolour-y finish to the shades. So you've got that definition provided by some of the back stitching, but you've got those lovely subtle shades running through there. But they're subtle, but they're actually quite vibrant. Yeah. So there's it's a really interesting kind of blend of techniques they've got there, and I just really love the way that those little dashes of blue and purple go through the stems at the bottom as well, leading through to past the ribbon. I just think it's a really lovely detail, and as you say, I mean, it's one of those things that we've been talking about. You know, obviously it's all dark and a bit depressing at the moment, and it's a really beautiful, cheerful design. It's, you know, having this on your wall or giving it to somebody. It's, you know, those flowers that we're kind of not able to grow at the moment, and you kind of like, these aren't going to fade away. They're only going to be staying as lovely as they are from the day you stitch it. So I think it's fantastic.
Definitely. And I did say earlier as well, I think that's a great option to go for that one if you want to gift it for Mother's Day, whether you want to stitch it in gift or whether you want to gift as it is as a kit. Now, there's another one that can go very well with that particular item. They are, of course, standalones, but together with the colours, these would work beautifully. I absolutely adore the landscape orientation of this one as well. That just fills every area that you need to see, doesn't it, of that fabric. Those beautiful colours once again. This is your Spring Delight Cross stitch kit, £22.49, everything included again in that kit to create this. £3.50 saving, £157,918. I love that one. I think how that's framed as well. I know we can add our own frames, Helen, but I think that is just a perfect mount and frame to go with that one.
It's a really lovely finish, isn't it? It just looks so fresh with that kind of like the double mount, the blue on there. It really kind of pulls it up with the white combination, like really fresh colours. But I think that would look lovely as a bolster pillow, like on the sofa as well.
That's a good idea.
Little belt pillow, and you could pick out any of those colours, make it work with your decor as well. It's really versatile, isn't it? So I just think it's also your kind of thing that you maybe stitch it and you bring it out every Easter and put it on the wall. I know lots of people who've got cross-stitch pieces, they'll have like seasonal rotations because they can't. You can't put everything on the wall at the same time. So I think it's just that really lovely idea that you'd bring it out every spring and you kind of like you'd have it on your wall and you'd enjoy it. I just think it's great.
That is a lovely idea, actually. We think about Christmas trees and Halloween, don't we? And we put those away. Yes, keep changing the artwork. Keep it fresh in your home as well. Now, the next item, I know this was busy earlier. It did actually sell out. It's back on the 6th of January. I am not surprised this sold out. This drew me straight away. For more than one reason. It's the colours, it's the design, because you've got that Art Nouveau feel about it. Also, Helen, this is quite an easy one to do for someone that's maybe quite new to cross-stitch. There's nothing too difficult about it, is there?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this one, you know, some of the other pieces they might look at, if you're completely brand spanking new to this technique, you might look at them and think, oh, I'm a bit intimidated by the scale of that. But this, it's a nice controlled size, it's a mirror image, so it's a symmetrical design, so you're just repetition of having done it once. And I think it's just such a bold, elegant design, just really classy. And the designer's from Suffolk. She trained as a textiles and print and textiles artist, and she's worked commercially. She also teaches, and I think, you know, you could just see that she's spent a lot of time looking at traditional pieces, drawing out those styles, and being inspired by that beautiful tradition. And you can see that it just sings through the piece, doesn't it? So.
It's a statement piece to me, that one. And I said it earlier, but I would definitely go for 2 of those and use those as cushion panels, or use one on the front of a notebook. That was another idea that I thought would work very well. But of course, you've got your own ideas as well. Now I'm starting to smile because I know what's coming up next. Oh, it's another one of those moments. You just want to, look at this beautiful, beautiful little polar bear. Now we've got 2 different options under one item number. We're looking at the polar bear first of all. Half the stock has gone. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now you will notice there in the background as well, there's a little bit of colour in there. I had to actually physically come up really close to this to have a look earlier to make sure that wasn't stitched in. That is actually your Ada. It has been dyed and coloured, so it's got that beautiful sort of effect to it that makes it look like snow. But doesn't that work beautifully with the colours of the threads? Now we do have a second option. And I'm going to put another play out, because I would like to think that whoever is going for these, you can't go for one without the other. Please don't split them up. I love it. The seal pup. They do have those big eyes like that. Look at the little face there. Oh, I just want to adopt that seal. $23.99. You can get either of these, or please go for both of them. Go for multiples. 330797. These are your winter animals. Again, you've got that fabric in the background, so they certainly do go together. Molly has melted. Molly's our producer. She has just fallen in love with that little pup as well. Helen, they are delightful, aren't they?
Do you know what? I think it's that thing, very much so at the moment, but generally anyway, anything that's putting a smile on your face can't be bad, can it? And I just think it's just such a nice thing. You'll have that lovely experience of sitting at home, having those lovely happy hours, stitching that piece. Yeah. Just looking forward to the piece that you're going to have, and whether you're putting it on your wall, whether you're putting it on somebody else's wall, whether it's a gift. What a lovely thing. And I just think they're just so charming. And as you say, it just makes you chuckle when you see the faces, particularly the pair of them. You kind of look at them together. They look like they're about to have mischief, don't they? Proper duo, about to create some kind of mayhem. So
there they are again. please keep them together. I just want them. I just want these. These are just, oh, I can't stop smiling. I know what's coming up next as well. There's 2 more cuties coming up as well. Oh, waiting to see the next ones. We've got the baby animals for you. If everybody could hear Molly in the gallery. Oh, it's hilarious. This is the first, we've got 2 options again under one item number. This is our baby panda. Look, oh, look at the little paws crossed at the front there. Again, you've got that beautiful fabric, that, you know, is that dyed again? It is, isn't it? We've got that lovely sort of pinky colour in the background there as well that works so well. $26.99, but we do have the owlet for you as well. Wait until you see this one, if you haven't seen it earlier. Look at the face of this little owlet. It is so cute, and the feather. Oh, you do what it's as though you want to. You could pick that up and just cuddle it. It looks so soft and fluffy. Look at the eyes on that as well. The white highlights in the eyes just bring it to life. Helen, these are so cute once again. How can you not fall in love with these kits?
I mean, they're absolutely adorable, aren't they? But again, I mean, this is actually by a chap called John Butler, who is a really well-known illustrator. He's an award-winning illustrator. He's done a lot of work. He's done animations for the television. He actually was chosen to do the illustrations that were to commemorate and celebrate the 150th anniversary of Amsterdam Zoo. So you just know he spent a lot of time looking at animals, drawing them, and you can tell that he enjoys them, that he's got a real love of wildlife, and it's just so charming, isn't it? And as I say, I mean, he's illustrated over 60 books for children. A lot of them have got animal themes. He's written 12. He's published in over 20 countries. It's just incredible. And the thing that as I say, my favourite fact about him is that he had an award given to him for his wildlife art. It was presented to him by Sir David Attenborough.
Oh, wow. And that is just, what a moment.
Absolutely. I mean, and come on, like Sir David, he's like a wildlife god, isn't he? So he's giving it the sign of approval. Who are we to disagree? So, but the other thing about this little chap, the little owl, is have you seen those photos of the owls, how long owls' legs are?
No.
You're all going to be looking at these things after the programme at home. Like, you're going to be internet searching owls' legs, because it looks like they're wearing little bloomers, and they've got pictures of them lifted up, and they've got surprisingly long, stretchy legs. They look like they're elasticated. And this chap, I just think, he's sitting there thinking, wait till you see my legs, because that's what. It's just little
I just love it. I love it.
With a little dangly legs, just out.
Oh, do not look for owl's legs until after this hour. You do need to stay with us, but then have a look at the owl's legs. Do you know what I love about that as well? That feather. I would take just that feather and put that in so many other projects as well. Just a feather on its own. I think it's just so wonderful. 479848 is the item number. You've got the choice of the panda or the owlet. You can go for both if you like. Helen, we're going to let you get ready for demonstration, if you can, please. We've got some more things to remind everybody of, or tell you about as well. Now, we do have some items that we haven't got on the counter, but I want to tell you about these. This one here, I've actually seen one of these. Now, the red one, you've got the choice of the black or the red. These actually go around your wrist. These are your pin cushion bracelets. These are so posh as well. $19.99 is the price of these. Go for the black or the red. 484189 is the item number. We've also got some glass head quilting pins for you as well. Now, I know Helen was using pins earlier on as well in one of her demonstrations, so not just for your quilting, of course. Now, you've got 100 pieces in here. Contents or colours may vary. Well, not the contents, but the colours. $12.99 is the price, 598088. And we've got some great embroidery scissors for you as well. These, again, from Bohin, I believe. Yes, there they are. The silver embroidery scissors. Make sure you've got a very nice pair of scissors for your embroidery silks and your tapestry, because you will use them and you want to keep them sharp. Don't use them for your crafting and your paper crafts. Keep them special for your sewing. $11.99 for these, 524483. Now, something else that you might find very, very useful is a magnifier. when you're working close up, or maybe your right side's not as good as it was, or perhaps you're working at night, do try and use a daylight lamp as well. I know that was a tip from Helen, and I certainly wouldn't be without mine. But the magnifier, this is great. This one goes around your neck. You can see the cord on there. It sits against your chest as well, so you don't need to hold it with anything. It will just keep its support there on your chest as you're working with your hands. $16.99, 647 888 is the item number. Now, being Monday today, we launched some 7-day savers. They're just over a day old, aren't they? So let's show you some of these as well. We've got 5 of the hand-dyed variegated threads there. These are nice. Now, £15 saving on these, $14.95, a little bit below half price. 321857 is the item number on those. Contents may vary, or colours may vary on those. Oh, another good buy, actually. I'm just hearing what we've got coming up next. We've got some Hessian for you. Oh, we've got rolls there. Roll pack includes 6 rolls, 2 metres on each, 40 centimetres wide. That's nice, isn't it, in the green? We can use that for... Oh, what do we get? Is this a choice of red or green? Choice, there you go. And you've got little bits of string as well, I think, that are tied up there. Very handy. Use that in your mixed media and, of course, for your sewing needs as well. $10.99, £25 saving, 148811. And then we've got another magnifier for you. Oh, I've got one of these. Oh, I've been cheated. I bought one. I paid that for one. And now you can get 2. Oh, I've had it a while, though. £7.50. I put that in my bag, you see. When I come away and I'm staying away, this is great to carry around in your bag. You can use it at home, take it travelling. It doesn't matter. You're getting 2 of them, so you've got a spare. Keep one in your vehicle. £14.49, £7.50 is a saving. 986766. Now, let's, as if we haven't got enough of the cuteness, I'm going to show you again this one. I'm going to show you them both together. There we are, look. Both of them available under one item number. It is a choice, but you can choose one of each if you wish. Go for more than one of each if you wish. Well, we've got the stocks, £23.99, a £3 saving, 330797. Oh, these are just so adorable, aren't they? Beautiful. Hopefully Helen is ready for a demonstration as well, because of course we need to see that to see how we work with these kits, especially if you're quite new to cross stitch or you want to try something for the first time. So we're going to go right over to Helen now. Helen, are you ready?
I am indeed. Hello.
Wonderful.
Right, so I know that during the break, while you were talking, while I was fiddling around with technology, you had some lovely bohan items. So you had the pin cushions, and you had scissors and things. So that company is an incredible company. Who they're based in France. They were founded in Lille, which is where the needles are first created. But and during the kind of 1740s, for example, there were 6,000 different making companies, people making needles and pins in that area, and they've still continued with that tradition. And those lovely wrist bangles that go on, those pin cushions, they're used by all of the couture kind of fashion people, and I know that Jean-Paul Gaultier has actually seen wearing one on his statue in France. So they're yeah, absolutely, they're top items. So they're just incredibly useful as well, because you pop them on and you can put your needles and pins just resting, and they're just there in your wrist. You can't lose them. They're not going to fall out. And you can get them, they're just a lovely fit as well. So they kind of fit around the wrist, as I say. It's very comfortable. So it's just saves you doing that thing that we all do, which I know is bad, which is, you know, putting pins and needles in your jumper and things, and then you scratch your face to high heaven when you forget about them and take your jumper off. So so it's absolutely beautiful company, really kind of high attention to detail. So their scissors, their pins, their you know, kind of pin cushions, absolutely astonishingly lovely. So treat yourself, since we're all you know, heading into lockdown. We're going to be spending more time with our crafts, so we may as well have lovely items to stitch and lovely things to stitch with. But I thought I'd continue with a little bit of the polar bear.
Oh,
so
lovely.
You can see I've popped his nose in there. So if I put my paper, my paperwork next to it, you can see we were talking about the lovely textured fabric. here.
Okay.
And that's one of the lovely things about these kits, because you look like you've done a lot more stitching than you actually have. Because if you look at the white fabric, the white paper next to the fabric, you can see that lovely like tinted dye finish that they've got on there. And it's not a regular finish, so it gives the impression that you've kind of done, as I say, a lot of stitching in the background. When you've done absolutely nothing in the background in reality, and you've only had to stitch the polar bear cub and his little shadow. So we were talking about the fact that with this you're on the Ada fabric, which is a really lovely fabric to work with because you can clearly see the holes. If you can't, then do use a magnifier. Make sure you're lighting it up really well. Also use a dark fabric either on your lap, just as a piece of fabric you put across, or wear dark clothing on the lower half, because it just helps to show the holes up a bit easier. You can see the contrast, they show up a little bit easier for you to stitch it, so that's good.
It's a great tip, that. I've never thought about it before, Helen, but you can see the difference working on that dark background.
Yeah, absolutely. It just really makes it a lot easier for you to see it. So everything that makes it easier, I'm all in for that. And then you can see that the actual chart, it's nice and large. So and you can see that, as with all of these charts, they're kind of got the black grid on them, which is one of these sides of the grid represents 10 threads. Okay. So there's 10 stitches this way and this way represented in here, so 10 stitches square. So you know, I was kind of thinking, it's not one of those things that you're not going to sit for 3 days solid and do your cross stitch. Let's face it, life gets in the way. So what you want to do is you can just tack these lines onto your fabric, or I prefer to use the quicker way, which is I use a water erasable pen. Okay. So I basically draw my grid out, so you can see on my fabric here, you can see these pink lines, and all you do is, and I'm just using a pin for this just because it's easier, I'm going to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at that point I'm going to do my next line, because that's where, and you're just drawing down. Now, as I say, you can use a water erasable pen, you can use an air erasable pen, just as long as you know you're going to cover it up. It's going to disappear eventually, because, as I say, covering up all of this, if you're drawing the whole grid, where you've got an irregular edge like his head, the top of his head or the edge of his ear, you don't know where that's going to stop. So if you've drawn that grid in, you obviously don't want it to stay there. So don't use your kind of fine liner or marker pen, and just make sure it's something that's going to come off nice and easily. And if you're worried about that, just test it out beforehand. So just draw a little bit of it on the edge of the fabric, and then just test it out with just giving it a little bit of water on the top of it, and it should disperse really easily and become invisible then. So having drawn your grid out, you can then decide. So within the polar bear, you've got two pieces of paper for the chart. So as I say, it's a lovely size. So I've got the top half of him, and then I've got the bottom half of him. And you know that you've got the central line because you've got an arrow, a black arrow, and it's a much denser line at the edge. Okay,
yeah.
So the way that you'd find the centre of your fabric is you literally fold your fabric in half. You then fold it in half again, and the central point would then be the central point that lines up with the arrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that.
So
yeah.
So that means that this section here is that. Okay. So I'm working outwards, and I've also just for the sake of being forgetful and picking it up and putting it down, I like to use a little highlighter to draw over my grid that I've already done. So any of the stitching that I've already done, I'll just mark it out so that I know if I put this down for 3 weeks for whatever reason and then come back to it, I won't be having to count anything. I can just get straight into it and know what I'm doing. So I find that quite a useful way of doing it. And as I say, I like a yellow highlighter because if you make any mistakes, you can actually do a black and white photocopy of this and the yellow highlighter won't show up.
Do you know, I didn't even know that until I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah, it's a good trick. It's one of the reasons why they developed that particular colour of highlighter. So it's a super useful one. But as I say, if you are photocopying these, it's just for personal use, obviously,
of course,
because we don't want to be infringing copyright
No.
And putting these artists out of business. The lovely thing about this, as I say, it's a nice size, so you can see really clearly that each of these, if I just come even closer just to check you can see, each of these squares has got a symbol in them, and that symbol correlates to your key. So the key tells you, so for example, I know that this one with the circle that looks like a little target, that's shade 414. So if I come to my thread card, shade 414. Now, again, people find it a little bit confusing sometimes. If I just move this other piece of paperwork, people find it a little bit confusing sometimes because you've got two lots of numbers on the chart sometimes. So, you know, they don't always, but sometimes they do. Now, it's the first number that actually is the colour, okay? So the ones that I've just highlighted, they're the colour. So they relate to the colour off the chart, so the symbols. And the second number just tells you how many threads you've got.
Right,
so there's 5, there's 2 of that. It just relates to, obviously, some of it you'll need a lot more. And you can see, some people sometimes find it a bit confusing because you've got like 2 lots of ecru with 4 threads in each. That's just because when you start pulling threads out, they can get a bit tangled up. So there's obviously a lot of ecru on this design. So they've put it as 2 so that you're not going to get into a little nest.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Everything's thought out, isn't it?
Yeah, they make it as straightforward as possible for you. And actually, that's one of the things that I really think is good value about these kits. They've thought about it. They've done all the thinking for you. It's really straightforward. They've provided you with lots of thread. And actually, as I say, things like this, it actually takes more time for them to do that, whereas it just makes it easier for you at home. So it's a really lovely, thoughtful way of charting it up, actually. So regarding the stitching, as I say, the straightforward thing is, and it tells you very clearly, just in case you forget, when you're doing your cross stitches, it's 2 strands of thread for the cross stitch, and when you're doing your back stitch, it's 1 strand. So they tell you that very, very clearly.
Lovely.
So when stitching, you can see that I've taken some of my threads and I'm ready to go. So if I put the little black bits into his nostrils there, that is shade, so it's the one with the square. So that's 310. So if I just grab my thread here, 310, you can, it's up to you. You can either grab 2 strands and halve them, or you can grab 1 and stitch it, trap your needle onto it to have a double, because we want 2 threads.
Okay.
Now the thread is very long and you wouldn't want to stitch for this whole length, so that's why I'm going to, in this case, double it. So I'm going to trap my needle on and bring my 2 ends together to put a knot into the thread.
Helen, when you're working with threads, is there an optimum length that you would suggest working with so you don't get tangled up? I know these are kind of pre-cut for you, so you can double them, you can snip them. But if you were working, you'd never work with a really long length, would you? Is there an optimum length for threads?
It depends on the stitching, but generally we say fingertip to elbow length.
Okay.
So your fingertip to elbow, it's a traditional measurement actually. It's called an L or an eln, and it's how we used to.
What else I've learned tonight.
Well, yeah, it's when, you know, it's like we measure, we talk about horses are in hands and we talk about feet as well, don't we? It's because we used to be illiterate, so we did everything by body length.
Right, I see, yeah.
So I always kind of joke that it's one of those, if you were a merchant, you'd want to employ a short-armed assistant, whereas if you were going shopping in the haberdashery, you would have wanted to look for the longest-armed assistant, because obviously if everything was wide by body parts and it's all fingertip to elbow length, an L or an L in the fabric, you want more fabric for your money, don't you? So, but it's the perfect body length for you to aim to have thread wise, because also it means that you don't end up doing your Saturday night fever aerobics, and you're not going to poke your husband in the eye.
Like
you know, you're not going to blind the cat with your flying needles.
No.
Exactly, you know, it's a good safety awareness as well, but it also maintains the thread condition.
Yeah.
So anything too long, people always think they're saving themselves time and effort by having a longer thread because they don't have to start and stop as much. But in reality, the thread looks a bit tired because you'll have handled it. It'll have gone through the fabric more, so there's more friction on that thread. So it just loses its sheen, and that's the lovely thing about this thread. It does have a sheen to it. So I've popped a knot in the end of it, and then what I'm going to do is I want to I've come quite a distance away, like about a block of 10 away, and I want to then stitch into this so that I can actually do my cross. And that means that as I stitch over this later on, I can then snip that knot off, and this is held in nice. So it just means that it'll be a nice finish.
Okay, yeah, it's all going to be secured down.
Yeah, exactly. And you're then going to end up with a lovely piece that's all nice and secure and no bits undoing themselves. You know, that's the thing about having knots on the back of pieces. They can actually undo themselves. So the best thing is to actually have the stitching over the top. So that means that it will be nice and secure. Okay. So travel-wise, I know I've got this colour next. If I look at my chart, I've got it here, and then I've got it in the eye, and I know that I've got all this stitching to put in. So actually I can travel across to here, and I know that the stitching that's going to be within that area later on will actually hold down that long thread as well.
Right, okay.
So
yeah,
it's not a problem. You wouldn't want to travel over an inch, so you just stop the thread and then start again.
Okay, yeah.
If you were going to do that, but it does mean that I can now pop this dark part into his eye nice and rapidly, and there's no kind of waste of time or waste of thread there. So it'll be a nice little finish, and it's quite pleasing when you can just rattle on with it, you know. So,
and Helen, if I can ask, how important is it to use a hoop to hold your work?
I think it's really important to have a frame of some kind. So my preference personally is to have a hoop, but it's because I can use both hands. Yeah. You know, I've got both hands free with this type of hoop. But basically, it's to hold the tension. And the other thing that it just physiologically, it actually is quite hard to be holding fabric or holding a hoop all the time. Yeah. It's really, it will hurt your hand. So through this section here, plus, you know, we've been blessed to be given two hands, so it actually speeds it up to be able to use them both. So even whether that's a case of you just using them to untangle, you know, make sure that the thread's running smoothly or whatever. It just, as I say, the frame I think is very useful, and the tension of your stitching is going to be a lot better when you
that's important,
the frame.
Isn't it? I suppose
so
as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
I suppose as well, if you didn't have a hoop and you were holding the fabric, the natural oils in your hands, or you know, you would make the fabric grubby, even if you think your hands are clean. Sometimes we can leave sort of residue from oiliness on our hands, so you don't want to crease the fabric either. That's another point. Exactly.
With the best will in the world, I mean, we have got all of us have these oils in the hands, as you say, and you know, you're going to end up with that kind of affecting the fabric and affecting the threads. So it's just the less time you spend handling things, the better. So what I do as well is because you're going to use these threads again at some point, if they're in good condition and you've got a reasonable amount of it, I put a little bit of Scotch tape, or you can put washi tape, as long as it's low tack. I just pop it down, and then I draw the symbol onto the tape, and then I park my thread up just by that, so that I don't lose track of what thread's what, because some of these, we've talked about some of them being very subtle colourways and really lovely little details, but you know, you're going to, you think you're going to remember what those are, and you're not. So basically, this is the easy way of making sure that you've got the right colour thread when you pick it back up again to use it.
Yeah,
so
I think it's
again,
another great idea.
Yeah, so whether that's that you've stepped away from it for a while and you get distracted by something else, or you know, whether you're just trying to keep a nice orderly way of working, then it's just a nice, really straightforward way of making sure that you can control that. So the other thing to think about is, if you're working, you know, this section in the middle, for example, I know that that's all the same shade, so that's all of this with the letter P in, the symbol P. So I know that I can fill all of that in now, so I don't have to look at the chart. Some people find half cross stitching quicker because they go in the same direction.
Yeah,
so they'll find themselves getting into a slightly better rhythm if you can do like a row of them. So, you know, you don't have to look at your chart because you've already checked. So you can then get, I've half cross stitched across the row, and now I'm half cross stitching back. And it just means that I can really kind of speed along.
And it does start to build quite quickly as well, even though you're doing small crosses. It's surprising how that starts to build once you've got quite an area of colour that's all the same as well.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing. It's one of those things that people kind of go, oh, you know, I'm not sure I've got the patience for that, or it's going to take too long for me. But the thing is, it's as I say, I've given you some tips and tricks here that you can kind of walk away from these pieces and not worry about it. It's not going to affect what you've done. But even if you kind of think to yourself, well, I'm going to do one block a week, that's 10 by 10 stitches, you know, so it doesn't, there's no one with the stock clock on you. There's no one watching you going, oh, well, Betty, you haven't got this done today. you know, it's not the case, is it? We put that pressure on ourselves. Nobody's saying that, you know, so it's that thing about just allowing yourself to enjoy it. You know, it's good to have a goal, but you just kind of work through it as you can and as you're comfortable to do so.
Yeah, of course.
So it's, yeah, I think that's one of the important things to remember when you're doing these things. It's enjoying the stitching process as well as anything else. So
definitely,
it's there's lots to enjoy with that. So you can see that's blocked really nice and quickly, hasn't it?
It has,
so,
yeah. We can see the lovely colours coming together and forming the beautiful face of that little polar bear there as well. We have got the details on the screen for the polar bear. Of course, you've also got the option of the seal pup as well. 330797. You have got the choice. You can go for one of each if you want to keep them together. Do you know something that's been very popular? The bee. This is back on extended delivery. This is absolutely beautiful. I adore this. $18.99 is going to get you the full kit. You've got the colour chart, you've got your card with your threads already sorted out for you and cut down to length. You've got the Ada, of course, that's the background fabric that you're going to work on. You even get your needles included. So straight from the pack, you can be creating this. How you work with that finished piece is entirely up to you. Maybe you want to frame, as you can see here, which I've got to say it looks amazing in the frame and the mount that we've got there. Doesn't that work beautifully? Or you can turn it into a cushion panel, maybe use it for an album front. It's entirely up to you. A £3 saving, 817271 is the item number. It's been incredibly busy, that one, and that's where we are onto the extended stock. Now, another one that has been popular as well, and well, in fact everything's been popular, but Lex the Lion, he is beautiful. I think this is the largest kit we've got, but still price point. Look at the value here, $37.99, and you are getting a full kit. I just love this one as well. I am a Leo, so maybe that's why I love this one so much. But I just love the look on his face, how proud he looks. You know, the fact that Helen said it in such a great way. I can't remember exactly how she phrased it now, but you know, it's as though he's being thrown forward out of that picture there. That really does work beautifully. £7 saving, $37.99, 434671. Oh, and then we've got our little giraffe coming up. He's been named. Molly's decided to call our little giraffe Wally. Oh, That's because Molly thinks he's quite unsteady on his feet. Maybe he's just been born. I personally, I've said this earlier as well, I think this would make the most ideal gift for a new baby or as a christening gift. Something to put on the wall in a nursery. I love it. But for all ages, really, you can't discriminate, can you? It's just beautiful. $29.99 is the price, $379,851. And then, of course, we've got the elephant. Maybe you want to go with these as a pair as well. The elephant and giraffe, they always seem to go together well. Different item number for the elephant, 205994. Another one at $25.99. A £4 saving again. We've got some great savings for you. Look at his ears. Oh, have we got a name for the elephant, Molly? We're going to call... I've got a feeling Molly's just pulled this one out of the hat. This one is our elephant Hooter. That's his name, Hooter. I can hear Helen laughing as well there. Then we've got our bunny here. So, I've heard this name before. This is Thumper. Oh, look. $25.99, a £4 set. I've got such a soft spot for this bunny as well. 354092. I love the little bunny. And then we've got the spring bouquet, that beautiful colour that comes through in this one as well. Just bring a bit of sunshine into your home with this while you work with it, of course. And then, you know, you can mount it in a frame. You can do whatever you wish. Gift it if you want. £20.49. $3.50 saving on this one. 591285. Then we have Spring Delight. I adore this one as well. I just love how this has been framed as well. I think the frame and the mount complements so beautifully. But again, you can decide what you do with your work. But a beautiful picture, again, this one to work on, a beautiful project. $22.49. $3.50 is the saving on this one. 157918. Look at the colours in there, just glorious. So much detail in there that you don't necessarily see straight away when you look into that. See those little crosses in the background as well. It really picks out that detail. Then another absolute beauty is this one. Oh, this is sold out previously. It's back on extended. Do go for this. The 6th of January, it's only 2 days. $15.49, that's all it is for the whole kit. I would get more than one of these for sure. 505796 is the item number. Are you ready for it? The polar bear and... get ready. Oh, the seal pup. Oh, you do just want to hug them, don't you? It's as though you could pick them up and just cuddle them. $23.99, you've got the option of the seal pup or, of course, our polar bear. If you want one of each, you can do that. Go for the multiples of 2 and choose one of each. £3 saving, 330797. Then the cuteness carries on again because we've got the baby panda for you. Oh, look at him. Have we got a name for the panda? Zhuzhong. Oh, is that a real panda that you adopted, Molly? Oh, Molly adopted a panda when she was younger called Zhuzhong, so this reminds her of the panda. And then Molly was bought a toy panda called Bamboo. That works perfectly, doesn't it? Oh, 479. Oh, I can hear Helen going, oh, there's so many ohs going on in the studio. 479848 is the item number. Under the same item number, the owlet. I just love this one. Oh, have we got a name for the owlet? Oh, come on, Molly. What are we going to call the owlet? Oswald. That's come from Marcus. $26.99. Oh, these are gorgeous. 479848 is the item number. Do you know, if you can afford to go for more than one kit, whichever ones you go for, you are going to be absolutely delighted with them. Everything ready to go straight from the kit. Oh, I know our Alex loves a cross stitch. I think she would absolutely adore any of these as well. You've been loving them because we've been very busy. Now, Helen's got 3 minutes left, so we're just going to pop back over to Helen. Helen, how are we getting on with our little polar bear? Oh, you're doing his little smiley mouth.
Just popping his little mouth in, because you know what? How has this show not made you smile? So we've got to get his little smile in before we do anything else. And I think it's one of the that we need to it's just a single strand and you just backstitch, and you can see that the actual kit tells you exactly where to place it. You know, again, as long as you've got it just about there, then it'll work. So you've got his little mouth in there, and we've got this little lower lip, we've put the little chin in, and then the edging and the top of the nostrils as well. So I'm just going to hop along here and put the edging in along his nose. So you can see it's just a little back stitch, just edging that shape that we've got there, just to give a bit of depth. And I just think it's really, really lovely. I was hoping that the panda was going to be called Dumpling.
Oh.
He just looks edible, doesn't he? He just looks so sweet. You just want to just cuddle him up and put him in your pocket. So
Do you know what? He could be a dumpling. If we multi-bound, we've got a dumpling, we've got a bamboo, and we've also got, was it Zhejiang?
I think that the bunny looks like a Bertie as well.
Yes, Bertie Bunny.
Yeah, he looks like a Bertie to me. So looks like he's a little bit of mischief.
Yes,
So,
he does actually. I think the panda does as well. I think he looks a little bit
Absolutely.
mischievous.
But you can see that the edging goes onto these quite quickly. So I just think it just really kind of brings it forward, doesn't it? It just really gives it that lovely little finish.
It certainly does.
So you can kind of really get the feel. So, you know, obviously we need a bit more here and a bit underneath. But it's all starting to come together. And some people like to do it as they go. So once you've covered an area, you can pop your back stitch in. And some people like to save that till the end, so they'll do all their back stitching at the end. Because there's also, if you look at the edging here, we can see on the edge there's tiny little bits of back stitch on the pattern running through the edge here to give that added idea of fluff and fuzziness to him. So, which I think just really adds to his charm. But hopefully people will sit at home now and think, you know, oh yeah, I could definitely give that a go. And I understand, because you've seen everything now. You've seen how it works. So it's it's all step by step.
Do you know, and I've got to say, Helen, as well, what an amazing guest you've been. You've been so thorough with your explanations. We've watched you there. We've watched that lovely little polar bear come into life as well. Do you know, it's been a delightful couple of hours, because I've been, you know, I've had the pleasure of presenting both of the hours with you today. I do hope we're going to see more of these kits coming in the future as well. More animals, more cuteness. Of course, we're going to see Helen again. Hopefully, we'll get to see you in the studio next time, Helen. We'll see about that. We don't know. I think there's been some more news today. I've got to catch up on that now as well. But check those baskets out. This is the final live hour on Hochanda today. But not only that, the final show today for these wonderful kits as well, of course. Do buy yours, and soon you'll be smiling as you stitch away. We haven't got a name for the polar bear, have we?
Percy.
No, we
Percy
need to.
Polo. It could be a little girl. It could be Blushy.
Penelope.
Blushy. Oh, I'm hearing all sorts of names here. Slushy. Slushy. I like that. Slushy it is then. Lovely stuff. Check those baskets out. Helen, once again, thank you so, so much. Helen's been with us, of course, throughout, live on Skype. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got shows. You know, it is repeat hours, but you may have missed them, so stay with us. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Yes, coming up next, we've got Chocolate Baroque. Don't forget, it's the 4th anniversary, our one-day special. Then Crafty Devil's Happy Hour. Oh, let Leonie loose. It's been a long old day.
Hello everyone, we're the Pink Ink Ladies.
I'm Kathy.
And I'm Mel. We've been with Hochanda right from the start, and we've been crafting for 30 years. We're passionate about fabric, so our main thing is to stamp on fabric or stencil on fabric. We can't wait to show you all our new hand-illustrated stamp and stencil designs, whether you're using them on cards or soft furnishings. Kathy and I get together at Pink Ink Towers, and we can't wait to share our ideas. We choose all our subject matter together, and then Kathy goes away and hand illustrates all our fantastic finished designs, and we pride ourselves on the quality of our range. On our shows on Hochanda, we're excited to share all our hints, tips and techniques for you to get the most out of our products.
Please tune in to the Pink Ink shows, Get Inspired on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Abs from Hochanda Create. I've been crafting for over 10 years now and I love stamping, stenciling, creating layers of colours, textures and creating depth and dimension. Hochanda Create was established in October 2016, collaborating with a group of designers and artists from all over the world, bringing different designs and products in different styles. We pride ourselves of high quality photopolymer clear stamp sets, dies, stencils, washi tapes and acrylic blocks, all in different size and formats. In my shows at Hochanda, I hope to bring you inspiration and different ways of using your craft products. Make sure you don't miss the Hochanda Create shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. Over the 40 years, Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
A very good evening to you. This is the second hour of our one-day special. Of course, it's Chocolate Baroque, but not only that, it's the 4th anniversary. It's an amazing event. It really, really is. We've got balloons. Look, we've got a wonderful prize for you as well. I'm going to talk you through this, and we're going to have a really good look at this as well. Because, of course, if you purchase the one-day special, you're going to be entered into a free prize draw. We will announce the winner tomorrow during the final call, but can I tell you what this is worth? This is a whopping total of £537.79. We are going to be accurate right to that very penny, aren't we? Let's have a look at everything you get in it. It is huge. It seriously is huge. So many of you are already in that prize draw because we've sold so much of the one-day special. But let me have a look at these stamps first of all. But before we do that, it's not a Chocolate Baroque show, is it, without a guest? Of course she's here. It's the lady herself. It's the wonderful Leslie Wharton.
Yes, hi. Thank you all to you who bought in the first show. Absolutely magnificent. You know, your support is really, really, yeah. And as Catherine says, there's all that.
There is all that. Oh, shall we go through it, Leslie?
Yes.
Shall we do it? Let's tell you about the stamps first of all, because when it comes to the stamps, you can choose the designs that you like. You just go to Chocolate Baroque website, you can have a look at the different designs, and you'll be choosing 20 sets. Now, these break down into 5 A4 stamp sets, 5 A5, 5 A6, and 5DL. So what we've got here... Oh, Leslie's got a hand up as well.
But it's the only way I can attract your attention because we're on the other side of the studio,
Yes.
so I've got to put my hand up. Who's going to speak this?
You have permission to speak, Leslie.
Thank you. There's over £300 worth of stamps alone.
Wow. Wow.
If you were to purchase all those as they are from the website, unmounted, there's over £300 worth of stamps.
That is incredible. It really is. You can choose the designs that you're seeing here, but these are just a representation as to what you can actually choose. And these will be made specifically for you as well by David and of course Leslie, because they, you know, it's an in-house business. It's a small business, but we love to see them here at Hochanda. What else are we getting though? It's more than the stamps. I do have to refer to my little list. I say little, it's going to go on for quite some time, this one. So you've got all those rubber stamps there. You've also got the watercolour palette set as well, 24 different colours in there. I'm trying to keep an eye on our monitor as well because I'm trying to match up some of the things as we've seen them, but do you know what, I'll just read through it. We've got a trio water pot for you. Watch out, Leslie uses hers. A 2-inch roller, a 4-inch roller. You've got the Pebeo flat brushes, assorted sizes, beautiful quality there as well. We also have your Deco Art acrylic paints. Leslie was using those in the earlier demonstrations. You can catch those on Rewind. You've got the Deco Art liquid glass medium. We've got the one-step crackle medium. We've got the thick gloss glaze medium. We've got the pouring medium, which is huge. We've also got ink pads for you, the dewdrop ones. There's 2 different variations here, so different colours. You've got the Harvest and you've got the flower pot set. You've got the Klingeling. Now this is the mounting material that you're going to put onto those rubber stamps, and I know Leslie is making sure you've got more than enough to mount all of those stamps there as well. I can see she's nodding her head. That's definitely right. And you've also got the masking tissue, a pack of 3 sheets. You've also got tab storage sheets. Now you are getting 3 packs of those, and there are 4 sheets in each pack, so that's 12.
24 sides, because you can...
Yeah, double side, yes, 24 sides to work with there. Amazing. We've got wooden plaques and door signs. We've got MDF for you as well in different sizes, postcard, DL, square and circle. We've got A4 cardstock for you as well, including black, craft. You've got the drawing cartridge in there and your white as well. You're getting 300 GSM ice gold cardstock as well, with that beautiful shimmer in there. You're getting textured A4 art card. We're looking at the cardstock there, and we're also getting, and this is important, your eco-friendly biodegradable glitter.
2 different sorts as
well. 2 different sorts, 2 different colours as well. All of that. And all you have to do is buy the one-day special and you will be automatically entered. The winner will be announced at the end of the 4 p.m. show tomorrow, so that's final call. I think we're having a cut-off about 4:30. Entries close at 4:30 and the winner will be announced before the end of that call. Now, just a reminder again, and we will keep reminding you this, you do need to purchase the one-day special. It's not on any purchase, but on the one-day special. But when you see it, if you've not seen it already, wow. You will be blown away. Let's go over to the website because, of course, that's where we're going to see everything. And, of course, it is a special event as well. It is an anniversary event. It's 4 years here at Hochanda for Chocolate Baroque, of course. So it is always a celebration. Do you know, it's a celebration every time Leslie's here, but it's a very special celebration for the one-day special during this event, of course. Now, we've had other items that have sold out as well. We had many sellouts in the first hour. Some things are back and extended. Some, when they're gone, they're gone. Now, back on extended, we have the rulers, we have the acrylic blocks, we have the papers as well. We lost the watercolour palette because when it was gone, and we lost also a wonderful journal kit, but we do have a While Stocks Last, which you can see it there on the screen. It's a gorgeous journal, and you get 2 paints as well. You will get assorted colours, but that is available currently. But it's all about that one-day special, isn't it? Let's have a look at the one-day special. Excuse me. Oh, little frog. It keeps appearing from time to time. I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, we have got 4 different stamp sets here. These are mounted for you as well. I can tell you, when it comes to the one-day special, 70% of the stock has already gone. Leslie, I'm going to let you talk us through the designs here again, because this is your work, or the majority of it is.
With the exception of one thing. So if we go back to the beginning, which is the fragile wings, the bottom half of that stamp set is a beautiful large stamp designed by Kim Moody,
who we
bring to this show with his own designs. He does the unique houses.